We are live. Did you say something there?
No, I just went.
Okay. I think Discord saved me from the majority of that, so I just said so like okay. Just, alright.
Oh, I had a moment of weakness today
What transformer did you buy?
because it. Good job, good job. You remember that fucking 2-pack on Hasbro? Not Hasbro Pulse Kapow for Slam Dance and Sideswipe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I can't blame you if I had the money spare, I absolutely would have done the same myself.
I mean, there might still be some about by the time you have some cash again and things are a bit more steady because it looks like it. I just need to know, you know?
Yeah. Oh damn it! I didn't notice. Speaking of which, these latest videos gone up.
Yes. I knew because I was on his Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should probably do the social media so people know we're fucking here and we're not just talking to ourselves.
I mean, I'm fine just talking between us. Hey, Rocket. Yeah, Rocket's here, it's fine.
Hey, Rocket. You talk amongst yourselves. I'll.
Everything is fine. Hello, guys. How are we all doing today?
Next door neighbours being really loud. It's real cool.
Good, good, great, love it.
I at no point have been researching what counts, as aggravated assault.
I hear the thing was aggravated assault and also fucking GBH need to worry about.
Yeah, I just want to know exactly where I stand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, holy fuck, 40 out of 50 March subs. I just noticed that. You did well.
Yeah.
Jesus. Hello, Sheridan, and hello, RNG, and hello, Cyber.
41. Thank you, Cyborg, very much.
Whoops.
And yes, so yeah, happy Trans Day of Visibility.
Oh yeah.
And also, I 100% stand by any desire to lack visibility for a period of time because we live in Hell World. So that's completely. And yeah, happy being extremely mad at the UK Day, which is let me just check my
Every day.
watch for a second. Oh fuck, that's happens at the same time every day. But
Fuck the Tories.
bunch of wankers.
Oh, it's not as strong as I was going to say, but okay.
I know
Because
it's
if you're doing it to the Builder theme, fucking fuck the Tories. Bunch of cunts. Works real well there.
yeah. Oh, this country. Anyway, and yeah, if you missed it, if you're in the UK, make sure to try and get your meter reading submitted tonight because there'll be price rises tomorrow by like what is it, like 50 odd percent. So yeah. Fuck all things. But anyway, we are going to instead not talk about the hellish British Isles and instead play some video games, or more accurately, a video game for all of you. Just to highlight this now, there is a donation goal thing at the bottom because it's, as I mentioned before, this month and next month are weird months as a YouTuber because it's the ones where you don't get as much money because you're getting January's and February's payments from ad revenue, which are always piss because just after Christmas. So it's always a little bit tight, but no pressure. We've just got it there because we are
pressure,
very,
no
very
obligation.
tight at the end of this
Snipe
month.
and Wib money or I'll fucking snap next.
But I won't mention it again. I just wanted to front load that just to mention
Wib
it.
won't mention it again. I fucking will.
Well, you might. I have. Well, okay. I do have control of you. I can't just turn your mic off. But you know,
you don't want to do that
but I'm not going to do that
because you don't want me to tell Snipe that you've done that and then she'll kill you.
This is true. This is true. Because
even Snipe's second state, she could still put you in like a submission hold or some shit.
oh,
What?
I had completely forgotten about that one.
What?
When Monster Mash comes up and it plays.
Oh, Monster Mash! Yeah!
Thank you, Orangey God.
Yeah, oh, I missed Monster Mash.
Oh, that broke me a little bit. I completely forgot that was a thing. Honey, you remember when you put Monster Mash?
No.
As a little donation thing, so it comes up and plays a little bit of the Monster Mash.
I did?
Yeah. I'd forgotten about it, so it was pretty good.
Oh.
It made me laugh. So thank you for that thing that you've forgotten you did.
Yeah.
Are you okay there?
Yeah. I'm dead.
You are a little dead. You are a little
Hi,
dead.
I think
everybody.
Snipe requires
Massive
hugs.
loves and thank you to Longfang and Wib for picking up my fucking slack yet again. Everyone
Fuck
be nice
you.
to them and have fun.
It's fine. It's the Longfang Wib and Warpath hour.
Yeah. Also, happy Trans Day of Visibility, Trans Rights are Humans' Rights. I'm a necromantic being. I am indeed. I'm a very necromantic being. I'm gonna go sit in the corner and try not to swallow because my throat hurts.
Okay,
I realise how bad that could come across.
that's probably wise.
Although considering the dreams I've been having lately, fucking
Yeah, we're not going to tell anyone about those.
no, because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah. And involve my penis. So let's not talk about them.
It's more your attitude that is funny.
It's not my penis that's the problem. It's my attitude. Oh. Oh.
What?
Yash.
Ah,
you.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank
The
you.
community is activated.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Insert the clip of like chat names becoming a Voltron in support, or a Zord, or a something from Geo Rangers that I can't remember the fucking name of.
Dual Ranger is the name of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series.
I know
in the
that, but I
Age of
can't
Power
remember the
one,
name of what they called the Megazord in that.
Philip. Weirdly.
Okay,
Yeah, I didn't foresee it, but then I watched it, and I mean,
it's just Phil.
Yeah, is anyone here
It's
gonna?
like Megazord Phil Mitchell. Oh fuck, sorry.
He's like, I'm gonna go around and find the hardest men in the UK.
To make it look like I'm hard too.
Yeah, we're all gonna get together and we're all gonna get hard. Some hard men. Oh, when men are hard. Thank you, Yash. Thank you. Good old Philip Megazord, way better than Big Metal Richard they had in that one series. Oh yeah, and don't get me started on Paul. Man, fuck Paul. Combines with the Dragon Zords to okay. Thank you, Dim Sheridan.
You want to rewind into a take two on that?
Well, you'll see why.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheridan. Thank you.
I don't have to kill
Yashibo.
anyone today. I'm Danny Dyer, and welcome to Britain's Hardest Sinks.
I'd like it if they dropped the pretense and we're just like
the fucking two of them that was their thing.
Holy shit. Well, in thanks, I will tell someone one of my really weird dreams I've had.
Snipe, your voice is fucked. Don't.
okay, tell him a dream. Fucking go for it.
God damn it.
I'm trying to think how to put it the best way. Okay, Snipe writer of Age of Sigma, inventor of Star Trek Wars, and Sailor Phobos, who rips tears until it is done. Thank you, Titan. Write it down and tell us when you're not dying, my dude. Oh, no. Honestly, today's the most sleep I've had in about a week and a half.
Yeah, you slept for like 5 hours.
Which was,
yeah.
shockingly good. But yeah, no, I had a dream that had some sexual themes. Where basically I was like, hey, Wib, I would quite like a sex. And he just goes, alright. And I'm like, okay. I'm like trying to get into it. And I'm like, if you're not interested, we can stop. And he's like, no, we've started now. It's fine. And he just gets really fed up. And it was just very funny to me.
Thank you, Cyborg, as well. Thank you. And I appreciate that you tried to get it to 69.69. So I'm very grateful, and there is a 69 in there. Okay, just let me sort some stuff out.
Also in the stream, I was living with my parents, and my mother came and dropped in a gigantic, industrial-sized laminator on my fucking bed, and then dropped down a massive fucking meat, cheese, and bread platter. And I was like, could you get that shit out of my room? You're getting crumbs in my bed. And she was like, no, it's really expensive. I got it from Marks and Spencer's. And I was like, I don't fucking care where you got it from, Glennis. Take it away. And she was like, well, see if I ever do anything nice for you. And then she brought in a dog to eat all the crumbs. And the dog was a really slobbery, fucking, what are they? The St. Bernards. And it replaced all of the crumbs in the bed with saliva. And I was like, this is worse, Glennis. Why is this a thing? And she was like, you are so fucking ungrateful. This is why nobody likes you. And I'm like,
has Snipe been feverish by any chance?
It was really fucking weird and funny.
Okay, now you go rest your throat, okay?
But I want to be like Nancy Reagan.
Honey, you are delirious.
Do I have a temperature?
You are pretty fucking warm, love. Like, you're going to remember what you just said on stream later, and you won't regret it because it's you, but you'll probably say, probably shouldn't have done that.
Well, I hope I didn't make anyone. I mean, the only way I'll genuinely regret it if anyone is actually super uncomfortable.
I don't think they are.
Well, then I need to try harder.
Go rest.
Rest.
Okay. So yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. This has been a bit of a weird week in the regard of people being ludicrously generous after opening a ton of stuff from PO Box. We got 9 packages the other day. It was our poor postman. Yeah. So I just want to say you are the most lovely audience that a person could wish for. So thank you very much. You are very generous to us.
Before Wib says a damn thing to me later, I am taking none of that money. That is for you guys.
I love you.
I love you too, dude.
But yeah. Anyway, let's actually play some video games. I did have an important.
Oh no! What?
Yeah, there we go.
What have we done?
Nothing. I've done nothing.
I'm worrying.
No. Everything's normal.
I'm checking. Ah, good. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll let you off with it.
Oh, I forgot to put the fucking controller in again, didn't I? Because I'm fucking...
Okay, while Wib does a fumble and a bumble.
I'll have a fumble and a bumble.
Just gonna get this out there now. I will not be streaming on Friday. I'll be back on Tuesday to normal, like the usual that we're doing now, because I need a rest and I am not doing great. I will be here if Wib needs me on Saturday, because a 3-hour stream is fucking nae bother, but I need a couple of days to myself.
Given the length of streams you've been doing, that is wholly, understandable.
Oh no, that's going to continue.
Oh no, I mean, that needing some recuperation time with those length of things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I added Mothman because you were dealing with Mothman when you were playing SnowRunner.
Yes, good,
so,
good.
You know, it wasn't out of nowhere.
As much as part of me was like, no, I need to keep going because, like, the gremlin part of my brain was like, you need to keep going, you need to make money. Oh God, but like, no, I actually need to take a couple of days to myself because, boy,
it's a lot to be on all of the time.
Yep.
It takes it out of you. I should probably, if people, eagle-eyed viewers may notice that there is a number on this screen that is a little suspect. Because you see, Longfang sent me this link, and like I had no idea what it would do. I've fallen. By the way, I've been in correspondence with a Nigerian prince recently. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
And I went through this thing, and then miraculously, 69 million credits appeared in my account.
Yep, that's how it happened.
Yeah, it just happened. Yeah.
Loads of money.
I have cheated, but also I just want you to know, I don't care.
I did mention this to you before, but you wanted to play legit, so I left.
Well, I thought, I wanted to do the first couple of streams legit, but having played the game, it's like, it's just because I'm not playing this on my off time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh my God, Titan, are you fucking serious?
Oh, and these people run countries.
Or states, in this case.
Yeah. Let us go through the thing. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in Alaska, weren't we?
Yeah. Found guilty on 3 charges. Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Okay. It's a bit less dramatic than when we used to live in the Amber Valley, and our local representative, who was a Tory, you'll not be surprised to learn. Who was the guy who was found to be playing Candy Crush during debates?
Yeah.
Nigel Mills.
Yeah, Nigel Mills.
My
who
brother
didn't he
and his
also
friend terrorized that bulk up motherfucker
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
Snipe's brother's friend had Nigel Mills himself, Candy Crush guy, knock on their door to do like a local thing, and so he woke.
It's that drive for like, I hope I can get your vote shit.
Yeah, so he like opened up the window, looked down, saw him, and like quickly got dressed because he was literally asleep when he knocked on the door. Ran down, got on his bike, and was chasing him down the street, just yelling "Candy Crush wanker" at him. What I'm trying to say is that the kids are all right.
And then they decided to go late night sign removing.
Oh yeah, they also
through the Peak District
in Minecraft.
In Minecraft, I'm very proud of my brother.
Oh, if James Corden was hip thrusting in front of my car, I would just drive into him in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Profoundly unlikable chap.
I was really shocked when I watched a couple of episodes of Doctor Who with him in and found him likable.
They're actually good, yeah.
Because it's the only time I've ever encountered him in something where I've gone, yeah, I can stand his presence. I'm glad we foisted him on America,
yeah.
So we don't have to deal with him anywhere near as much anymore.
You'll find that happens often.
Yeah.
Because, fucking Craig Ferguson became a late-night host in America because he wasn't well-liked in Scotland. There's a couple of actors like that as well.
Game. Hello. Okay.
That's not Peter Cullen, that's... Oh, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh,
Peter Cushing, yeah.
Yes. I keep meaning to watch
Peter
the
Cullen's Optimus Prime, Peter Cushing. It's Although I want Optimus Prime voiced by Peter Cushing now.
I just want more things.
He's so fucking pleasant. Oh,
I just want Peter Cushing just to have retroactively been in more things, because
yes,
he was just...
he's great.
And he seemed like he was just a really pleasant guy.
Yeah, I read an interview once, I can't remember what it was about, or listened to it, and like the guy that was interviewing, he was interviewing Christopher Lee, who was on set with Peter Cushing, and like Cushing was like, "Oh, are you going back into town to the train station in town?" He's like, yeah. And he's like, "Are you walking?" "Yeah." And Peter Cushing was like, "Oh no, nonsense, I'll give you a lift." He just seems like the nicest guy.
I've seen there's like some fun clips on set of A New Hope where Carrie Fisher's like flubbing her lines with Peter
There's
Cushing.
a couple where Cushing does as well, and then pretends to throttle her. It's great.
Yeah. Sorry.
He radiates like grandpa energy.
He does radiate grandpa energy, yes.
When he's not being evil.
When he's not being an evil space Nazi, yes. But yeah, no. There's also he was into playing historical war games, so there's like pictures of him painting his soldiers, which is adorable.
Good.
Okay, so
Also, him and Christopher Lee's friendship was fucking adorable.
apparently, so you know how Christopher Lee played Scaramanga in Man with
Yes.
the Golden Gun?
Yes.
The guy that played Knick-Knack, he and Christopher Lee remained friends for the rest of...
Good.
Unfortunately, the rest of... I can't remember the actor's name who played Knick-Knack. For his life, he unfortunately, I think he took his life in like his 50s.
Oh,
But they remained friends, you know, and that's yeah. Anyway,
so Wib, you have all this money now.
yeah, and now I'm like, oh, what do I do with my money? Shall I take one of the cars I have? And I guess I can't really customize it too much because, you know, they have...
You know what I think you should do? Buy a nice big truck for yourself.
I'll treat myself. Thank you for the sub there, Pudlord. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
Came back to good times with Lee and Cushing. Yeah. I've actually been. The reason I know the thing about Scaramanga is I've recently been listening to the podcast Kill James Bond.
I have been listening to the podcast from Rewatch with Love.
Sorry.
From Rewatch with Love.
Okay.
From Loading Ready Run.
Is that also a James Bond rewatch?
Yes.
Okay. I have
They also mention all the, if anyone's like, oh yeah, I bet they don't talk about that shit. I'm like, no, they talk about how Bond is like a misogynistic prick and a lot of them.
I'm wondering. Well, I'll put it this way: the Kill James Bond, they rate each movie by something by. At the end, they have the scientific system, which is they rate it by SMARM. Cultural insensitivity, unwarranted violence, and misogyny, the scum scale.
Okay, pretty good. Not what they went for in this one. It's a power ranking between how good the opening skit is, you know, pre-credits, the theme, and then just generally where it falls in their power ranking.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Kill James Bond is like a bunch of people who do. Well, one of the hosts is Abigail Thorne from Philosophy Tube, and the other people are from other political podcasts. One of them is Alice, who's in on Well, There's Your Problem, just to get a grasp of where the politics are of that particular podcast. Anyway, what's a good truck to buy? Because I'm looking at this and all I'm seeing is just so many trucks. It's kind of a bit much.
Okay. Go back to all like the all trucks tab.
Okay.
Oh, stream's a bit crispy. Wait a minute.
Oh, we got some crunch going on.
We apparently do. Okay. It might clear up in a second. It might just be loading stuff. If you push in the right stick, it will turn mods only on.
Okay.
And then you want to find, I would say, for a good truck, just look for the Mercedes-Benz Zetros, which should be at the far end, I believe.
Okay. Is that just a good solid truck?
Yes.
Ooh. I forgot how many things are installed. Did you install that at all? Get this one because it looks like grapple.
What one? The Goliath? No, I just already had it.
Okay. Zetos, this one.
Zetros, yes, that one.
Zetros. That does sound like a Pokemon. Just gonna say it.
Okay, well, blame Mercedes.
Purchase. I have purchased. Okay.
Okay. Did you purchase and deploy or just purchase?
Just purchase so then I can
Find an empty spot for it.
Oh yeah, I forget how this thing works. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Now let us customize. We'll see what we can do. Yes. So, since I have
all the money,
a lot of money, shall I just put the best versions of everything on it?
If you want, yeah.
I mean, I know that best is sort of a bit of an abstracted concept because, of course, things use up more, like, fuel with bigger engines and stuff. So, you know, it's not like a one-to-one, everything just better.
Mm-hmm.
Suspension raised strong sounds like a good idea because then you can put big, chunky tires on it.
Actually, raised strong means that there's not much bounce in it.
Oh, okay.
Which is better for if you're putting something on the back of it that would bottom out the suspension.
Okay, so just raised is
so
probably...
if you're hauling or like you've got a big crane on the back of it or something.
Okay, I'll just go for a normal raised. I can always swap it out.
Mm-hmm.
Keep hitting the wrong thing. Tires, so I guess because we're in the snowy terrain, would chained be a good idea?
Chained is not a bad idea, but what do you think is worse, ice or what do you call it?
Snow.
Yeah.
I've had more.
Because snow acts like mud.
Okay, I've probably had more trouble with
however,
with mud. Although it does, I'm looking at things and
the modded tires don't care, and it still says excellent in mud anyway. So yeah, just go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Go for the chained ones. Fog it.
Winch. Offline winch. What the fuck does an offline winch mean?
It means it can be used even when the truck's flipped over and the engine's stalled out.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I want that. Deflock, yes. Spare wheel. Spare wheel single side or on the back?
On the back might get in the way if you've got a flatbed on it, so it wouldn't be able to use it, but the one that's under the chassis a bit is usually fine.
Yeah, it sounds smart. And a snorkel, because snorkels are cool.
Are the best.
Frame add-ons. I guess the sensible thing would be to just get a flatbed.
1 second.
Oh, we've got a...
Dealt with.
Oh. Or was it bot?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, I guess I'll just pop a flatbed on it, because that's going to be...
There might be a different flatbed that has walls on the sides, which you might prefer.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Oh, Darktide, the fucking 40k Vermintide, has a release date, September the 13th.
Cargo bed long.
You can't do that. Cargo road.
Fuck off. Like, good work, but fuck off. Let's go for a cargo bed long. And if you carry on with this snipe go bed.
I am not sleeping. I will not go to bed.
I assume these customized, like these things, there's absolutely no benefit to them. They're just
correct.
Whatever you want.
But you do it anyway.
Oh yeah.
You can often pick more than one thing in there as well, just so you know.
Ooh. Oh, that's okay. That's cool. I'm a fan of that.
So, for instance, on the spare tire section, if you didn't have the truck bed on the back of it, like a flatbed or anything, you'd be able to have the tire rack on the back with the 2 tires plus the underslung one.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you can have a lot of bullshit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this. I like the big cabin protector. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, that's not going to go on there. Trust me. Not with the truck bed.
The what?
The cabin protector will not work with.
Oh, yeah. I meant the other one. The. Oh yeah. Okay. I like how this makes it look like it's got ears.
Probably going to want the toolkits also.
Let's have a big toolkit then.
You can probably have both.
I probably can.
Like, I'd put the tires on the top, so you've still got spare tires if you need them, because I think the toolkit goes where the underslung
yeah,
tires.
it is. Yeah, that's gone where that was. Yeah. Okay. I hope this is entertaining for people.
This is what everyone wanted to see, Wib.
Okay, good. Okay. Exhaust. Okay, that takes enough. Okay. And rims. Let's get some sweet rims. Oh, there are no such things as sweet rims. Okay. What's like the... Oh, we've got some fun colorations. We've got digital camo for some reason.
Hey, Grox, does the Bundeswehr use the Zetros? Or any German in there?
And we've got the some almost pseudo Ali G camouflage.
Yeah, they probably use the Zetros because they use the Unimog. It would make sense if their contract. Yes, but no digital camo. Okay, so that's just yeah, they do use the Zetros though.
I like that one. I like how it's just got the wheel arches. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the decorations because we need some very important bobbleheads like all of these anime girls that you
VTubers that are just in the game for some reason after I got a mod, and I don't know what mod gave me them. And I can't be bothered doing that thing where I disable mod by mod and then work out which one it is.
A likely story. Okay, well, I'm just going to get myself a...
I don't really give a fuck about VTubers. Like, I appreciate the hustle, but eh.
I get you. Well, I've just got my... Okay. I am happy with this.
Good.
And now we will go through the traditional thing where I have to remember all of the controls again.
You'll be fine.
Every time I play.
You'll be fine.
Okay, yeah, this... I can already feel the how this is a lot more power than what I was previously in.
Mm-hmm.
Although a bit of a weedy horn, but you know.
Also, it's got an interior that's fully done.
I can only really stomach the VTubers that say fuck.
There.
I wasn't aware that was a genre of VTuber.
There's like the VTubers that try and actually act like an anime girl, and then there's the ones that are just fucking gremlins.
I think the VTuber I've probably seen more than any other is when Snipe is watching Jabroni Mike when he's got his anime girl avatar. Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay. Right then. So.
Oh, Zetroses are also used by Algeria, Bulgaria, Chile, Jordan, Lithuania, Mexico, and Turkey in military roles.
Okay, interesting.
There you go then.
Okay. Oh yeah, it was doing a rock obstacle apparently. So I need to get more metal beams.
Well,
so I need to find somewhere that has metal beams.
Yes, you do. Remember and use the thing to chart out your route if you have to.
The only place I'm seeing is a factory, which is quite a way away. Okay, so there's two factories. This one looks like this is probably slightly easier to get to. Over here?
The one on the west side?
Yeah.
Yes. You are correct.
Because I vaguely remember this path and being able to get down it easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say easy enough, like it was not a big deal.
Yeah.
Even in a much shittier truck. So. Okay. Okay then, let's I shall go on my way. Do you wish to follow, or are you going to do your own thing?
I'm just getting a truck together, and then I'll be with you.
Okay, I'll start making the trip then, because I imagine you'll zoom up behind me in.
Hey, Hey, come on now. Be kind to yourself.
No, no, no. I'm not being mean to myself. I'm just saying you have more experience with this game and you know what you're doing a lot more than I do, and that's fine. That's like understandable. We are playing multiplayer, yes.
Yeah, this game has multiplayer.
Which is pretty great.
Yeah.
I do just generally think that more games should just have multiplayer.
I agree.
Like, even things like this that don't necessarily need it. Okay, so this thing can go through some mud without even turning on all-wheel drive. I like this.
No, all-wheel drive's always on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it yellow right now?
No?
Oh, did you turn it on?
Oh, okay. It says that it's always on. It's just It was faded out, so I assumed it wasn't actually on. Okay. Well, it's still doing good. Wow, since when is it nearly 8 p.m? Really? Oh my god.
Yep.
I am terrified by the speedy passage of time.
Same.
Big convoy compliant. Is it time in the night for us to go on a rant once again of how there should be a new big convoy toy?
I don't think it's quite time yet.
Yeah, we need to get a bit deeper into it before we get into big convoy discussion. Although I ain't gonna lie, it isn't a big convoy, but it is relevant to this game. It is becoming harder and harder to resist getting a bulkhead.
I think, honestly,
He's
probably should at some point.
a big cube who is green.
Yep. This has nothing to do with fucking Chris McSheely posting pictures of him the other day, is it? And being like, he's really good, and then looking at comments being like, he's really shit.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, no, he's not. People get weird about it, and I understand they might prefer the Prime version. That doesn't mean that this sort of G1ified version's crap.
Yeah, he's a completely different design of the character. And I'm fine with that.
Other than the head. But
yeah.
And also headcanon that the big lower jaw is actually a faceplate on this one. It's fine.
And even then, like, there's a bunch of robots that don't look like any of the other ones because they came from other toy companies originally, so, you know, whatever.
Also, I meant to mention earlier because we were talking about Emgo and shit. I did watch his review of the Legacy RC. I kind of want it.
I know there are ways to, like, adjust, like, the guff on it to make it look a little less egregious.
There are. Like, you mean the bike bit on her back?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that can, like, you can take off the wheel, split it open, and then use it like a Windblade style, like, over-the-shoulder rotor thing.
Yeah, which I think looks a lot better. But, yeah. Although I mentioned this on Twitter actually earlier, I was I've been quite pleasantly surprised that YouTube's actually been recommending me a bunch of like littler like Transformers YouTubers. Nice. Okay, got to remember my controls here.
You'll be fine. You're doing good. Did you remember to turn the headlights on?
Yeah. I completely forget which button that is now.
Left bumper and B.
There we go.
Left bumper is like activate vehicle function mode, so you can change things.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it's been like recommending me like channels where it's like, oh, here's a video they put up a few days ago and it's got less than 1,000 views, and I'm like, cool. Like, YouTube used to kind of be like that, and it's just not been like that for a long time. So it's really hard for a new channel to like get anywhere. Like,
which gives me high hopes for you, buddy.
To be fair, like, I've cheated the system by the fact that I started and could already get like several thousand views on the video because I already had a platform. So, but yeah, it's been nice because it's like, oh cool, I can actually like see them, and like whilst I might not necessarily I've seen some that I'm like, yeah, I probably won't watch them again. At least I've had them put in front of me, so I can make that decision myself rather than the algorithm deciding.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I understand, like, the thing of you being like, you still want RC, because I still want Skids, even though I've seen multiple reviews of him at this point, and he does look quite bad in some regards. But I still want him because he's Skids.
Skids, and he's a normal car.
Yeah, he's just a normal car.
He kind of looks like a Golf.
Yeah.
Like a Mark 1 Golf this time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's got that boxy look.
Boop. Metal beams, I just need the one. Cool. Okay, now I gotta figure out where the fuck I need to go. Or more precisely, how I get there.
You probably want to come down the way you came.
Yeah, looking at it. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let me just mark out my routes, because otherwise I'll no doubt take... I was going to say I'd take a wrong turn, but strictly speaking, it's mostly a straight line, so I'm not sure how I could, but,
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Because we were talking, I just took a wrong turn.
Yeah. Never doubt one's own capacity for incompetence
Indeed.
is always useful. But yeah. Anyway, I've not really asked how is everyone in chat doing today. I hope you're all doing well.
What is happening in Chatland?
Yeah, not fine. I hope the world is treating you as unstressfully as humanly possible at this time. Had amazing food, so I'm happy. I'm glad for you, Theo.
World is a fuck.
Oh yeah.
410 billion dead cow. Why did that still kill me? God damn it.
World as a fuck is a mighty piece of a cultural artifact.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, god damn it. Making me actually go into a low gear. God damn it. Next thing you'll be asking me to turn on my diff lock.
It's not into a low gear, it's simply, what's the best way of putting it? Using the four-wheel drive low gear ratios.
Okay.
Because otherwise your gears are automatic, because that's what the center thing is.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm very...
You are coming the right way, you're fine.
Yes.
When I said mark out your route, you can put multiple waypoints down.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, I do it every time.
Okay.
Like, I put one, like, periodically. There's 3 on the way to where I...
Oh, see, because I put them at every little, like, turning point and shit, so I know.
Oh, okay, I do it a little more broadly.
Because I'm fucking mental.
That's okay. Oh, hello. This is how we communicate.
Yes.
Basically saying I'm still thoroughly amused by the ears on this truck. It makes me think it's like a bear.
Good.
Whilst I slightly turned wrong as I was spinning around. Beat Packers.
Deathlock.
Yep.
Again. Just leaving it on, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially here. Because uneven ground is like deathlock time.
Yeah.
And you'll know when you shouldn't have it on, because the game will show a graphic of like the skeletonized version of your deathlock, and it will go red before a crunch noise happens.
Yeah.
You can probably also use the high ratio of low gear.
I knew that was fine to go across, so might as well pick up some fuel while I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned all about differentials and stuff by playing with Lego Technic. So,
Good.
because I had one of the absurd large kits that did actually have differentials in its like axles, so that it could turn properly. And then I was like, oh, why do they have that? And then I was like making stuff that didn't have one, and then was seeing how like things would skid around. And I was like, oh, so that's why that works. Almost like, you know, like Lego Technic and stuff is kind of good for teaching you how mechanical things work.
Yeah, almost. Well, yeah, you're good. You're good. The game took a second there, and I thought you were starting to slow a lot, and I'm like, you just leave it in like the high and the low gear and just cruise. You're fine.
Yeah. Lego plastic cubes that teach. Exactly.
Also, high prime.
Hey.
You taking the turn off here, or are you going straight along?
Which way did I set to go? Yeah. I went up. This is the way I came. So.
Okay.
You made me second guess my orienteering.
No, just saying you can get onto
Yeah,
the road
yeah.
that way quicker. So.
Yeah, but then I get to go across a frozen lake if I go this way.
Because that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm carrying a heavy load in a heavy vehicle. That just sounds amazing. I think I've missed something because there is the ostrich. Yeah, no, an ostrich and a roadrunner are two separate animals. Roadrunner is a kind of.
It's just
bird.
a roadrunner.
They do really exist. Although I don't believe in real life do they cause coyotes to run into painted tunnels.
You can only hope, really.
I mean, I wish there was that much whimsy in the world, but
yeah. What do I do with empty trailers after a mission? Sell them, park near the garage? You can sell them at the trailer store,
on the
or
black
you
market.
can delete them, or detach them and leave them somewhere to use later.
You mean Warner Brothers lied to you? I'm afraid.
Oh,
I'm afraid they did. You alright?
you went a bit roboty there for a second. I'm just going to quickly check if I've not got anything running in the background here. Have you decided to download an updating video?
Sometimes. Sometimes that is the answer.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get the robot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't see which robot it was, but anytime someone does not get the robot they desire, I am in solidarity with them.
Wait, what? Who didn't get the robot they wanted? I missed something.
Zithia.
Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Coyotes are actually functionally invincible during their hunts. That part's real, it's just a bit more disturbing.
Yeah, they can't die. God won't let them.
Hey, Wib, you know what's even better about your truck now? You can probably, if you go into the highest part of low gear
Yeah.
and get some speed up, you can probably go into high gear and just go. Or if you're an automatic and you're like in third or fourth, you can probably do it as well.
I'm Newman.
There you go. God won't take them back. They're our problem now.
This is feeling pretty boaty right now.
Oh yeah. Like, you can still control the throttle with the trigger, so it's not too bad, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Meanwhile, in my ancient military vehicle, I'll just chug along. I'm using the old Unimog.
I was going to try and come up with like a kind of
There's nothing really, is
and
there?
it didn't really.
Like, Babby Mog doesn't really work. Yeah. Proto Mog, I guess.
Yeah. Grandpa Mog.
Grandpa Mog. Yeah.
Old man Mog.
Pre-Mog. No, that's... No.
Pre-Mog.
Yeah, no.
You don't like
no,
that? You don't like the pre-Mog?
No, don't. I don't like the pre-Mog, no.
Before before the big like proper Mog happens, a bit of pre-Mog.
Yeah. I'm glad our brains went to the same place.
Yeah. Moganderfall.
That was kind of what my brain was trying to get to as well. Pithecus.
Moganto erectus.
E.
Just enjoying SnowRunner's just chill music.
Great, isn't it? Hey, congrats! You've opened up like the big roads now.
Cool.
There is some other ones, but those are like the ones that are like kind of nasty.
Okay, so what shall we do now? Is there any other roads that really need opening? Because that just seems like a...
There are some over in the west, in that mountainous area.
Oh, yeah, I see what it looks like. There's
near the factory, there's a bunch of roadblocks. Like landslides or something.
Oh, yeah. That might be worthwhile going over to.
Yeah. Did you find it? I'm on stream delay, so...
I'm pretty sure, because I can
it
see
should be marked as a fallen rocks or something like that.
I mean, I can see a destroyed bridge over there, and...
if you look south of the warehouse over in the west, you'll find it.
Ooh, Stonefall.
Stonefall and Rockfall.
Yeah, my personally least favourite James Bond movies.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, I'll just recover.
Fair.
Just to avoid doing the bit that's not really necessary. Okay. Have a bit of a drink here.
Yes.
I'm on the hard stuff.
Iron Brew.
No added sugar, Ribena cordial.
Ah, the real hard stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't fuck
you
around.
Want to tell everyone what happened to the first glass of Ribena?
Oh, it was gross. you know, like how gunk can like form on the bottom of your tap, and if you don't notice it for a bit, then it can kind of build up a little bit. Well, I hadn't noticed it had built up a little bit, and it fell into my and a chunk of it fell into my drink, and I was just like, right, I gotta wash this mug out because that's just fucking horrible.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if we get that as much up here because we have like super clean water.
Well, we're in a hard water area, so probably...
Yeah, that's what I was starting to wonder if it's like a hard water thing.
Yeah.
You're better following the route you took last time.
Yeah, I was just
thinking get to both of them, and then you're also at the same side as the factory and shit.
Yeah, I just need a couple of things just to know which way I'm going there. Okay. But yeah, that's that was thoroughly unpleasant. But yeah,
I should really check up what actual like minerals or whatever make up hard water.
Around here at least, it's limestone, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Which is why the inside of our kettles over time just gain a kind of limestone sediment.
Yeah, great, love it.
Which is great, and it builds up on taps real easy because you know it's literal bits of rock.
Yeah.
Such is the joy of living in the East Midlands, I guess. There's worse places to live.
I tell you, there's a reason black currants aren't a thing in America.
Aren't they?
Nope. I remember watching a YouTube video of an American sweet maker, like candy maker, who makes them all by hand, like old school style. And he made blackcurrant stuff, and he mentioned like, yeah, it's just not like blackcurrant as a berry is just not really a thing over here.
Oh yeah, because that's like how we just don't really do grape sweets.
Yeah,
On account of them tasting terrible, and no one should ever put them in their body.
Hey man, grape soda's okay.
You are welcome to your very wrong opinion.
You like root beer, fuck you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. My taste buds are functionally unusable.
The lack of blackcurrant in US drinks hurts my soul. Where,
Yeah, blackcurrant drinks are really nice.
Mm.
It's just a nice flavour in general.
Brilliant when the sediment plops into the tea/coffee. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's cursed.
Yeah.
Blackcurrants were forbidden in the US for a while. I wonder if it's like an invasive species thing.
Yeah, possibly.
Blackcurrant bushes are a vector of several diseases that attack pine trees.
Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
There we go.
I was going to make a joke of like, oh, an invasive species. What, like Americans?
Or like English settlers.
Yeah, I was then going to say, like I have any leg to stand on being in the United, we did colonialism as big as anyone's ever done it before, kingdom.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about the Lofty Pursuits YouTube channel. I think so. It's been a while.
Which one? Which one's they?
That is the person I was talking about that makes the sweets.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hey, Wib.
Yes.
You want to pick up some planks from the log station on the way?
I can do.
Because it needs 2 sets of planks for the rock fall. The first one on the left when you get in here.
Okay, cool. Well, I am right next to that place, so...
That's why I thought I'd give you a shout.
Excellent. And we're going down YouTube rabbit holes. Oh, I get that. I get that. YouTube rabbit holes are pretty much how I ended up getting into Transformers so bad.
And how he got me into Transformers so bad.
Yeah.
Because I started watching Theo and his wild enthusiasm and happiness just is infectious, and I hate both of you.
Theo and Gav are like the main culprits, I'd say.
And
I actually listened to Thew's old band earlier. I actually listened to one of their albums.
What was that band again?
Mouth.
Yeah, that was it. Because Mouse Grind is like the name of the album, I think.
It's not, but that's like the name they used for things, so you'd be able to find it.
Ah, right, okay.
But the band was just called Mouth. I think their albums were called, what was it? One's called Light. Mm-hmm. And I listened to the other one, which is the first one. So I heard like the context of where like all the songs he uses come from. Like, oh, okay, so that's what his intro theme actually. The rest of it sounds like. It's very interesting. So I'm happy to go to Transformers now.
Hey, I'm going to keep reminding you of this until you remember. I'm going to keep reminding you of this until you remember. You do have a higher speed and low gear now.
Oh, I know. I can't pick up. Do I need? Oh, what type of logs do I need?
Logs. No, not logs. Planks. Sorry. 2 lots of planks.
Okay.
It'll be in the next cargo zone in that area.
Okay.
Follow the track around.
Was
and I'll sort out the other one that needs metal beams.
Was there ever a question about Wib and Longfang's Transformers OCs? I mean, you've got one.
Yeah, that's the job's done.
I need to do it to make my own one.
Yeah, you're an artist, so you've got the you know.
Christian's had a pop at it and honestly created an absolutely amazing Snipe Wib Transformers logo. That they have said it's okay for me to make like a high res version of to use. So I'll be making that, and I'll have a word with them, and that could be a fun thing to put on things, because I really like it.
My initial my initial thought would be because you've mentioned it before, like a mini for you, which makes me think it'd be like the first robot form that makes me think of is like your sideswipe, brain, cliff jumper, and bumblebee style with the front end as your feet.
That'd work. Like, I like the idea of the mini one, but I'm not 100% sold. I think that's the thing. Once I decide on an alt mode, for one, because I do technically have a Transformers OC that I just decided to design a Transformer for my own like amusement a little bit ago, which is not like intended to be a representation of me or anything. It was just a character called Crust, who was a horrible rusty car.
Good.
Who I think I ended up deciding was going to be like would be an absolutely knackered looking like Dodge Charger or something.
That's the thing though. Would you go for a British car? Just
if it was me, I'd probably want to go for something more like that, just because there isn't that many of them. So it would be
like a Ford Cortina, perhaps. Oh, like a Lotus Cortina, which is like a Mark 1 Cortina, but with like Lotus upgraded brakes and shocks.
I could go down the path of like one of the Group B rally cars that like maybe an RS200.
Yeah. Cosworth.
Or if I don't want to go for the British thing, then an Audi Quattro. You know.
Audi Quattro, Lotus Carlton. Which is a Vauxhall technically, but is a fucking god beast car. Okay, I cleared one of them.
Okay. Well, I'm on the way for the other one.
One day you will learn.
Ford Fiesta. Would be a wood. I maintain Wib will be a wood-framed Morgan. I don't actually like Morgans very much.
No, we had to talk about this. I like the three-wheelers just because they're kind of fun. My dad showed me concept stuff the other day because like one of the fucking car magazines he got was like, here's the new designs coming up, and there's a lot of fun ones in there. Like Renault going back to the old style badge for one thing, and a lot of other stuff. But there was also an electric Morgan three-wheeler in there.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
It doesn't look right without the engine on the front of it.
Yeah, I get that. Ooh.
Without the twin oh god, piston, whatever you call it. Twin valve engine on the front, the classic motorbike engine. It looks odd. V-twin, yes.
But yeah, I think that's the thing. Once I'm able to decide on an alt mode, like for definite, I am liking the idea of some kind of Group B rally car because I do just have an odd fondness for them. And the Quattro could probably make a good one because of it basically being a large set of rectangles anyway.
Yes, you could have a lot of fun with how blocky it would come out. Yeah, Renault trucks aren't made by Renault. Yeah, you're right. They're made by that's a whole thing.
Oh, they're one of those things where like
Renault and Nissan share the same fucking vehicles.
Yeah. Well, it's like there's like been times where like the same car has been released by like 3 different companies.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
Like the Micra's a Clio.
They
have the same engines.
Okay.
Renault Trucks is owned by Volvo, not Renault. Oh. Okay.
But yeah. I am actually quite enamoured by an RS200 just because that has quite a unique look, and I think that could manifest as some interesting parts on a bot.
Yeah. It's a Clio-ish. Yeah, I know it has a different body on it, but internally a lot of it's the same parts because I'll get the parts in it working. It says Renault Nissan on the labels. You know, I'm not actually a fan of the looks of the RS200. However, I can see exactly what you're talking about.
Like, I almost feel like the front light section could make for a nice kind of shoulder section, and then move like the rack
like a split shoulder section.
Yeah, and like the rack of lights down the center can become part of the chest. I think that'd probably work quite well.
Yeah. Frankly, they might be different diagnostically, but when I say they're like Renault Nissan is a known quantity of being this basically, well, they are the same fucking company at this point. Like, yeah. Okay, you have opened up 2 routes.
Cool.
There are contract jobs to do. There are also other little jobs floating about.
Okay. Let's find a job. Where seems?
Well, you've got the ones that are on the map now, plus you've got the contracts in
Yeah.
the contract section of the map.
Stuck in the mountains.
You will need to get up there, remember?
I know. That sounds like that could be an like now I've got like a decent vehicle that could be an interesting. Gotta remember to fucking do reverse
Do that.
properly.
I'm going to go use facilities. And have a cigarette.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I will go and acquire the mission then. How about an environmentally friendly Junkion that transforms into a bicycle? No, I want to be a dumb car. But yeah, I think I think I think I've warmed up to the idea there of the RS200. I shall have to think about how to manifest that. I suppose I would put it in its like traditional colours. Well, I say traditional colours, I mean the colours of the rally car, which I think were white and blue. But I could do what I want. I shall think about these things. Okay. I like how I turned that off and then I was like, oh no shit, I've got to go up here. So, you know. I absolutely should not have. Make it random scheme so you can at least have purple as a primary colour. I would probably keep the white because that's sort of what I associate with it, but yeah, I might swap out the blue for purple. I'll have to think about it. Snipe's old mode could use a rhubarb as a buckler shield. She would if Snipe was a transformer. I can almost guarantee she'd want to be like a big old like modern. Well, maybe not a modern one, but she'd want to be like a Mustang. Like that's, I think I can say that quite comfortably. It's some kind of like big old muscle car. Okay, it's just there. Okay, I know where I'm going. Oh. A counterpoint to an RS200, maybe the little. Isn't it a Renault 205 Group B car? Or maybe the Group B Metro, and have a kind of skids type transformation. That could be good. That could be good. Anyone seen a monster truck OC transformer? I know they do. There are one. There is one called Dirt Boss that exists. I can tell you that much. I asked him, I want to say Energon that's from. I'm pretty sure there's others, but that's just the one that comes to mind. Renault 5 was Group B. Okay, yeah. It's one of the ones I'm not as familiar with, so. There's monster truck. Oh, from the mini bots. Oh fuck yeah. Gears. Yeah, he was kind of a bit of a monster trucky, wasn't he? Oh, it was from Cybertron. As I say, those are the ones I don't know. On Micromaster one. Okay, I'm honestly, apart from Big Daddy, I can never remember the names of any Micromasters. Even the ones I have, I don't remember the names of. I think one's Direct Hit, Power Punch, maybe? That era of toy just feels so good in the hand. Yeah, I would like to, even though like my dislike of the like shows themselves, that does not extend to the toys. I would like to have a bit of a play with some of the old school like Unicron trilogy toys, because they do look satisfyingly chunky. Like you could brain someone with them. We've got an emergency. A group of scientists went into the mountains on an expedition, and they must have gotten trapped after the storm. There's a reward for anyone that can find and return them safely. Okay. Well, I'll go get some fuel, because it's right there. The transformations in Cybertron lines up one-to-one with the actual toy transformations. Oh, I always love it when that happens. Like, you could in Beast Wars, you can see that Primal and Megatron both, like, their animation transformation was based on their actual transformation. Because they, being the hero characters, their transformations have got a bit more detail to them. Okay. So where the flipping heck do I need to flipping heck go?
I'm back.
Hello.
Hi, sorry, I forgot to mute my mic for some reason.
Oh, I did not, I could not tell.
Good.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't mark the fucking objective, did you?
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe I didn't. Where do I find it? I guess I can just go back to the thing.
Okay, see if you tab to the right again in that menu.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
the
stuck in the
last one
mountains.
is tasks.
Yeah, it's right fucking there.
Did you track it this time?
Now I have.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, here's my next question. Do you want to tow the thing back down, or do you want to put it on a flat deck on the back of your truck?
It can go either way.
Okay.
It says Scout is recommended, but
I mean, you can.
But I also kind of foresee what I'm in right now being fine.
It's up to you, my friend.
Okay. So I need to deliver that to a cam. Okay, and where the flip is it? It's in the mountains.
No, wait a minute. Go back to. I think the. Okay,
oh, it's just up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it was going to be way further away, but it is not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... I guess kind of going around the road and coming up from this sort of side feels like that's... like maybe around there? Looks like that'd be the smoothest path up. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Mm-hmm. You got this, friend.
Everything will be fine. Well, Rocky's had their meds. Oh, Hibby, give Rocky a pet. From me. So, you will be petting them, but I require a pet that is specifically from me. Oh, also, apparently people have just been able to get fucking skids from, like, just Amazon in America now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the things like, our Amazon is like, oh no, this isn't coming out until, like, fucking July. Like,
But it's coming out sooner than that, you fucks. We know this now.
yes. Because they
We
said that...
literally know how this works now because...
They said that about
fucking-
Bulkhead too, and I have physically seen him in shops.
I have him.
Yeah.
He is in my hand. I can put my hand over to the other part of my desk and touch Bulkhead. He's there.
Yes. Oop. Little bonk. Do one better and give the ferrets kisses specifically from you. Yes, I am wholly in favour of that. Thank you. Oh, it was adorable. So, you know, I went the other week, I was looking after my mum's dog for like a while. Okay, now I'm seeing why they might want you to use scouts, because this bit of road is real twisty.
You could use a Scout, or you could use a smaller truck.
No, I've committed to this now. And by committed to this, I mean I'm committed to finding out how bad an idea it is, and then once I've discovered that, then I'll just go and get a Scout.
You'll be fine.
But yeah, looking after Rana, the dog, and then I went round to my mum for Mother's Day. And Rana absolutely flipped her shit when I came round.
Good.
Which was you know, I was like, ah. It was very nice. I'm not used to people being excited to see me.
Oh, dude.
That was a joke. That was a joke. But no, it was really nice. And also, it turns out that there was a toy that we played with her a lot, because she is the type of dog that utterly destroys all of her toys.
Yes.
But there was a purple rhinoceros that she was playing with, and it seems to have passed the test, as in it didn't get destroyed, and so now it's just her baby. She just takes with her places.
Good.
Okay, I've got to the top of the mountain anyway.
Good. You're doing good.
Okay, I like it. Oh, here's the thing. Do you want to restart it? Well, no, because I'm here.
Oh, that's just, there's an objective marker beside it as well, so you could pick up the mission there.
Ah, okay.
That's what that is.
Okay. Down the mountain... Well, I say mountain, it's more of a hill. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it this way. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
You mind you've also attached it to your front.
This
winch.
is fine. This is fine. See? It was fine. I like how there's people in that as well. Like,
Apparently.
canonically, which is
very
funny. Okay, how do I... oh yeah, you have to, like... I assume you have to, like, pull up the winch thing properly to be able to attach it, like, so specifically.
Yeah, you need to cancel the winch on it, and then...
Yeah.
You can either aim it again, or you can attach winch with the options, which is not great.
Okay, so select winch point, which will be my one at the back.
2 ways you can do it. Doing it that way requires you to select a target, which could take a while.
I've done it!
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice. Sometimes it can be a royal pain in the arse, and there's a lot of different winch things you can hook onto.
I mean, you know, the people inside the thing will tell everybody about how I got down here, but you know what? It'll take, you know, I'll get the money first because they'll have to first get over the shock, so... I wish I could see the video, so to see what's fine. Oh, are other people having problems with the video, or is this just like
I think it's just Twitch being Twitch.
Okay. Give it a refresh if you're having problems. Oh no, dangerous water level. All fine for it. Okay, must be an isolated thing. There was a horrible movie called Monster Truck that had aliens and other monsters in the fuselage of cars disguises. That sounds a lot like a toy line called Attack Pack.
Oh, I vaguely remember that. Oh, is that the one where it's like they all had fucking monster mouths if you opened the...
Yeah, I had a handful of them. I really fucking liked them.
Okay, you need to get the truck into that section.
Okay. Wait. Oh, I thought you meant my truck, and I got confused for a second.
No.
There. Okay.
Congrats.
I did the thing, and no one technically died.
Technically. I noticed something while I was down this week. Give me a second. I think I saw a mission that I've just never noticed before.
Oh, okay. I'm down for mystery mission.
Oh, heavy, it's simple. Well, both me and Wib stream at 720p 30 FPS.
Yeah, because I do not trust anything. Ever.
So we're not a high quality stream in terms of visuals, but we work. Oh, it's an upgrade part.
Oh.
I'll grab it. It's all good.
Thank you. No one technically died, said the murderer. Hey. Manslaughter at best. Let's be up here. Let's be upfront here.
Ooh.
It wasn't I actively tried to kill anyone, it's just my actions could have led to a death. So, attempted.
Negligent.
Negligence, yeah. Okay. Trailer store. Okay. Sawmill.
Okay, so the big missions are the contract jobs. What?
Lost tube.
Oh, we want to do that one? Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I really want to do that one, but I am just amused by the term lost tube. So, you know.
Oh, we can do that one.
How the fuck do I get over there? I have to go the long way, like all the way around there.
There is.
Or I can go back to the garage, and I guess that's kind of a quicker route to go around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also, on the way there, near the drilling site, there is a Hummer that's in the water that needs to get rescued as well.
Okay. Let's go rescue the Hummer, for it is a silly vehicle.
It is indeed.
I like how people insisted that there should be a version of it that's like road going, and then they made it, and it was bad.
And everyone was like, "Oh no!"
Like, oh, we kind of wish you didn't now. We don't speak of the lost tube.
It is one of the road going ones as well.
Mm. I mean, I assume it's not like one of the H2 ones. It's like the original.
No, it's an H2.
Oh, so the ones that aren't real Hummers.
Mm-hmm. It's not a Humvee. It's a Hummer.
Yeah. I remember having a blazing argument with one of the other worst people I've ever known in my life.
The one that's dead.
Yeah, the one that's dead. And if you met him, you would laugh at that. Truly abhorrent person. But he argued with me that it was like, oh yeah, these things are the Humvees. I'm like, oh, you mean a Hummer? And he was like, no, Humvees. I'm like, well, okay, yeah, they call them Humvees, but they're actual.
The military ones are Humvees. The civilian ones are Hummers.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but the actual brand name is Hummer. He's like, no, they're not called Hummers. Why are you fighting me on this? But then he would do that all the time over lots of weird things.
Mm.
Like the time that he argued blind with me that all file extensions for computers had to be three letters long, and that it was physically impossible to have four-letter ones. And I was like,
what?
I was like, well, have
you ever seen JPEG sometimes be JPEG?
Yeah, I was like, well, like, you know, I can literally just go and make an HTML file right now.
Oh god, yeah, you're right.
And it was like, no, and I was like, well, I can do it. I can just make it now, and then he made a big deal about it, and and went up, I just showed him and just did it. And he was like, well, this book I read said it wasn't. I'm like, well, the book is wrong, and I was telling you it was right, because I know, because I'm literally going to college to be a computer programmer. I fucking know.
You fucking pillock.
Yeah, But yeah, don't worry too much, because he's dead now.
A shame we didn't get more of his old school gaming collection.
Yeah, I wish I'd have stolen his Virtual Boy.
Not because the Virtual Boy's any good, just to spite him.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, you're coming from that way, okay. I may have made a slight tactical error.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a tactical error, it's just we're coming at it from a different direction.
Yeah, I'm almost there, by the way.
Yeah, I can see on the map.
Okay, you're gonna have to go, you're not gonna be skipping under the pipes, trust me. They're a pain in the arse, you're gonna have to go all the way around.
Oh, shit, okay. Because I remember doing it, yeah, because when I was doing it the other day, I was in a much smaller vehicle, I didn't really think about that. Oh yeah, Primate, yeah, it was a stupid person I knew.
Very stupid.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the reason there's a deep gouge out of my Gibson SG.
Oh.
And I'm like 99% certain is...
And he was such a bell end, he never owned up to it.
Yeah, I'm like 99% certain he used to come and detune my guitar as well.
Oh, just to be petty?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't realise how easy it is to tune a guitar?
It was quite... He was just one of those people that, like, you would frequently have conversations with, and he would say something and you'd go, well, that's not true. And he'd go, well, prove it. And then I would. And then he'd go, One of the other ones was he was talking about how, oh, this guitarist is so good, like, he can keep a note going forever. I'm like, anyone can do that. Like, hammer-ons and, like, pull-offs, just, you could keep a note going forever. That's not actually, like, difficult.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a basic guitar thing. And he's like, no.
Holding a single note without doing that is weird, but doable.
Yeah. And yeah, and then I was just like, no, I can literally do it. And bearing in mind, I've been playing guitar for like 6 months at that point, so like, I wasn't like good or anything. What?
You okay there?
Feels like a... Oh, okay. There was a stump that I couldn't see. That my thing got caught on.
Oh, did you manage to find a way to get under the pipe?
Oh, yeah, I just went...
Sometimes it can be really funny if you've got roof stuff on it.
Yeah, I found the part that was, like, just shallow enough. But yeah, no, it was a... Yeah, I had a lot of interesting conversations like that. It was a very tedious time. But, yeah... Let's just say that even despite you know, his eventual fate, he had to suffer a lot for his actions, so it's okay. Don't feel bad for me.
I left you a present there that you can just teleport to if you want.
Oh, bless you. Now I've got this car. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, that one's got a tilt deck on it though.
Oh, so I can play with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, that's fair. Thank you for being a good friend. Okay, so I guess you attach a winch first, I would assume?
Nope. I'm going to do the tilt deck bit first.
Okay, so I assume that's with the... because I've not done that. Control evacuator?
That's the one.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay, I see.
Hold the left bumper.
Oh, okay. I was getting confused.
Now.
Oop.
Whoa! Now, when you bring yourself back forward again.
Yep.
Okay. You've tilted that at a hell of a fucking angle. Without actually moving the deck down.
Okay. I've not used one before. Be kind, sir. Be kind. I didn't know how far it extended. Splish.
It actually extends pretty far.
Yeah, more than I was expecting.
I tend to try and give it an easy slope to go up, you know.
Okay, yeah, that's about as that's as far as it extends. Okay, and then I attach a winch and pull it in.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it properly. That one.
But
Where are you trying to attach to?
okay, easier way of doing it. If it's been if it's been a pain in the arse.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yeah. Water damages the truck. Well, I mean, it's literally in the water, so like.
Yep. Throw the fucker in.
The little winch is
Doing its best.
it's expressing complaints.
I mean, I'd complain too if I was the one that had to drag a Hummer out of the water.
True. Because then you'd have to be touching the Hummer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I guess then I.
Keep pulling. If it's not right up in your deck.
That's as far as it'll pull.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Once it's up there, keep the winch attached. Do not release, because it will just roll the fuck back down again. Go into the evacuator menu. Right, get that back. See if you can get the winch to take it a little bit further back, just in case. Because it should.
Yeah. Like, it's a little skew whiff, but, you know.
It'll be fine once you remove undo the winch,
Okay.
press the menu, and then go to, it'll be like packed truck or something like that.
Oh, packed trucks and trailers. Oh, okay.
It chops it.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
Alright,
Cool.
you need to get back to your garage.
Okay. Helps if you turn the handbrake off, doesn't it?
Mm.
Well, we'll actually have to take a look at the things. I've not come at it from this angle. So I'll have to...
just follow this road until you get to the junction, take a right. Also, I just want you to know that I am moving faster than you in the high ratio bit of low gear than you are in automatic.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I'm liking this one that sounds like I'm a fucking boat. Final.
Just go into the high. Also, you don't have all-wheel drive on, that might help.
Yep, there we go.
You're okay.
Yeah.
That thing is kind of stuck on as if it's actual cargo. It's fine.
Okay. It's just how much it's doing the car wiggle.
I understand.
Please attach the car wiggler. Oh, if for people that weren't in Longfang's stream it was Tuesday. I was on your stream.
Yes.
So if, for people that have been following that were following the Satisfactory streams, I want you all to know that during that, whilst Longfang was playing this and I was doing my own bullshit, I managed to jump on one of the giant flying manta rays in Satisfactory.
Yes, you did.
And when that comes back for its one final huzzah stream for finishing that factory, I think we will have to mount one as a means of celebration. Okay, where the feck do I go now? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. The flying manta rays are like, they pass through your buildings.
Yeah.
But they
and
are.
Yet you can jump on them.
Yeah, they are a solid object to you, so you can
It's
jump
so
on them.
weird. Did you try and kill it again?
No. So no, I can't.
Okay.
Although, if you want to get on top of one, then we do know that you can.
They are a solid object at some point.
You might be, if you can get on it for that long, you might be able to put enough damage into it to kill it. That could be a thing.
Mm.
Just some mates mounting together on stream. Exactly. Mount your friends. And
Oh,
mount with
just
your
so you know,
friends.
by the way, see as you are now flying along at like full pelt, if you just go into high gear, you'll just get like cruising speed.
Yes.
It's good. That is if you don't stop, so you stall out.
Yeah. I'm having the all of what buttons do what thing again? As we have previously established, there is something about this game.
Basically, in the gear stick bit in the bottom
Yeah.
right, that's what you need to worry about.
Yeah, just once you're at the kind of speed that in real life you can start changing into high gears, you can change into high gears.
I think them calling it high gear is kind of a problem because I think it's meant to be like an overdrive thing where it just caps at a good speed and you don't have to worry about shifting. I mean, the low gears work effectively the same way.
Okay.
You need to drop it off over there.
Oh, is this the wrong?
It's right in front of you.
Oh, the little one. Okay.
Congratulations, you now own that.
Cool. Can I put it back in the river?
No, but if you unpack it, I'll just drive it right off the back of your truck. It'll be funny.
Okay, cool. Again, whoever designed the UI and the controls for this game, their way of doing things was the exact opposite my brain functions at. So a whole lot of physics happened to that. None of them in the right
the
way.
replay of that.
Just thunked.
Yeah.
It fell off the end of it like it was made of depleted uranium.
Yeah, it freaked out a lot more on your end than it did in mine, but it did thump like that. Okay. You can now change truck back into yours or the Hummer or whatever and recover them into the garage. You can also fuck around with the Hummer if you want. You can just sell it if you prefer.
I'm gonna switch back to my my thing for now. I might as well just recover it because then I can just get refueled and not worry about it.
You could also just change truck into the Hummer and then put it in your garage because you're in the garage interact area.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a moment.
Okay. Take your time. It's okay.
There we go. So I'll put that there. Move to
get the hang of
garage.
it.
There we go. Actually, let's have a look at what I can do to customize this just for a lark.
You can do some work on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever becomes good. Tell you what, I'll make one as well.
Mud tires. I don't have much unlocked. I can get some nice off-road tires at least.
I'm still missing a bunch of whatchamacallit?
Hello,
Stuff from
Black
Alaska.
Shield Legion. Are we all slimes, apparently? I am fine with being
Probably.
slime.
Oh yeah, I'm missing the unlocked or the lockable diff. It's somewhere in Alaska apparently.
Okay. Okay, so I did the tires. Winch. Autonomous Scout.
Usually a good one.
Low strength winch setup with dedicated battery and not as powerful as more common variants, but can operate you when the vehicle's engine is turned off or stalled. Oh, so yeah, that's good for getting you out of shit.
Especially if you flip.
It's got diff lock unlocked. Give it a spare wheel. And give it a snorkel, because car snorkels are just very funny to me.
Mm.
Okay.
Now,
Nice.
if the game would let you just strip this thing right the way back and make it into a Humvee, I'd be fine with that.
Rear bumper. Oh yeah, it is. I was like looking at the two ones, and I'm like, how are they different? It's like, oh, it has a few extra angles. Okay. Miscellaneous. External horn. Twin horn. Oh, okay, I like the little the slant back trunk thing.
We're going to end up with a vehicle that looks exactly the same as each other. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, probably. The real trick will be what colours will we go for?
Don't know.
Oh, that's a bold choice to give it. Oh, we're going to give it the same colour scheme as like the old Golf GT40. And this car might be
the Golf GT40?
Yeah, the orange and like baby blue one.
Huh. Oh, right, yes. Now I see it now that I'm looking at it on your screen.
Yeah.
On the stream, sorry.
Like, because that might be the exact opposite vehicle to this.
Mm. Sorry, when you said Golf GT40, I was thinking of like Golf wasn't the company that made that car. Because that's the way my brain works.
No, I get you. Okay, now I've got to do what I always do, which I give myself a little air freshener.
You know, for that cockpit we spent so much time looking in. Oh, why does it have a beige interior?
Don't the real ones have like that kind of interior?
Oh, I mean, I hate them anyway, but I hate them more now.
Big and dirty.
Oh God, don't look at those.
Eat, sleep, off-road. They like it dirty.
It's robot wars.
Okay, the total overload sticker is, I'm sure, a Maximum Overdrive reference.
Mud Bandit. Must eat mud. Okay, Must Eat Mud is currently the winner because of the vaguely threatening nature of it. Road is life. Trucking. Yeah, no, we're gonna eat mud. We must eat mud. I'm sorry. This is just how it works. Terrible little ornaments.
Saw a fucking tribal design there. I'm just watching your stream
Yeah.
now. Because I didn't put in fancy on it, I just did all the thing and then, like, you know, jammed it out here.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
We bonk.
We did exactly the same thing.
No, we got different bull bars at the front.
Yeah, that's because you didn't have these ones unlocked. You would have anyway.
Yes, I would have. I would have made all the same choices you made if I had them unlocked.
Yeah.
Except
I'm going to
for
go sell this fucking thing now.
except for the eat mud, because you know.
Is eat mud?
Because I well apparently my character canonically eats mud.
Right.
Do you have a moment
Love
to
it.
talk about celebrated Chilean-American actor Jose Pedro Balmaceda
All right.
Pascal?
Pick a new contract, fucko.
Okay.
You okay?
I just saw a bunch of text come up. Thank you for the bits there, Cyborg. It did the thing that you did of talking about celebrated Chilean American actor. And then I couldn't see the other things written. Huh. But consume dirt. But thank you for the bits. You are big.
Yes.
And my guy is asleep. So this is how this works. I shall escape.
Are you going to choose a new contract?
Yeah, I probably should. Contracts. Port Polar base supply. Timber.
All of these are ones you can do.
Okay. Is it the ones that are highlighted in yellow? I presume those are the ones I can do.
Let me double check because I'm not sure. I think that also you can do the port. Sorry. Oh wow, the menu went weird there. You can do the polar base supply and timber. So it's not just the ones in yellow.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh no, the yellow is letting you know those are new missions.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I just went through and read all of them, and I'm like, why is that not yellow anymore?
Also, if I go. Anyway, okay. So which one shall we do?
Whatever you want.
Oil delivery. I've not done delivering oil.
Sure. What company's that with? Blackbird, probably.
Yes.
Hell, you can do that one yourself. Well, no, I'll take some to take a barrel. You can take two in the back of the
I only need one oil barrel.
No, you don't.
It says deliver one oil barrel.
Read it again.
Oil is a lifeblood. Deliver to the site, oil barrels, time 1. Deliver to the factory. Oh, okay. Multiple locations.
Oh, there's 4 barrels. Sorry. Okay, I'll get a truck together.
Okay, so it's barrels, so it wouldn't be a fluid.
No,
container.
you don't need a fuel tanker.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go and get some oil then. Actually, I should make sure I've got the right tyres on this. That would be a very good idea, you fucking pillock.
Okay, recover, and then I'll... Oh yeah, my other car's not actually in the garage right now.
Oh, Julia out front.
Yes.
Hello, Mudhill.
Hey. There we go. Okay, so I'll pick up. So
Wait, what are you driving for this?
the Mercedes truck.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Okay, so yeah, they all come from the drilling site. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lights. Let there be light. Okay. 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 We go, we drive.
We drive, my friend, we drive.
Did long truck just turn into a ghost? Oh, it happens, don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Sometimes there's ghost trucks. It's just, you know, a thing we all have to deal with.
Happens every day.
Okay, so I want to go the same way I came last time. So I can get around the right side of it, I guess.
Multiple routes.
Oh, actually, yeah, can I... Well, I guess it's a bit of a much of a muchness, actually.
Yeah, it's sort of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Yeah, okay. Well, this will be slightly simpler then. Let's go this way.
Yeah, the long haul is a cryptid. We know this.
The good old long haul.
Drinks, because the team lead is off. To pastures new. Bailed before things got too boozy, but I'm long key from greasy snacks and doing socialising after 2 years of intensive hermit training. Yes, Mod Hill, I understand completely.
Yeah, no, good work.
Good job,
is. Yeah, good work. Because yeah, it is difficult. Like, you know, it's so. I was kind of annoyed because, like, you know, not to put too fine a point in it, but like, we spent quite a long time in a somewhat isolated place, where it was difficult for us to socialise with people, and we didn't have much money, which made it even worse. And so for like the year or so before the pandemic hit, we started getting better and, like, you know, being able to, like, feeling like we were getting back into the swing of socializing and stuff. And then the pandemic hit and completely fucked everything up.
Yep.
I know in the grand scheme of things, considering, you know, like, literally millions of people have died, our social life is a minor casualty in that regard, but, you know, it's hard. It's hard when you're out of practice. If you're not, like, naturally a social butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I most certainly am not.
Been doing the hermit thing for a while myself, and that was before the fucking pandemic.
It's one of the weird things of, like, you know, that I've dedicated, like, my entire fucking life to making entertainment for people, but I'm, like, kind of socially awkward.
Hey, Wib, you know the route you're taking?
Yeah?
You know there was an easier way?
Yeah, probably.
There's a dirt, you know the dirt road we were on when we got the Hummer?
Yeah.
You can follow that round and it takes you right there without having to go through the water.
Well, I like to get wet.
Okay. Just let it be known that I did, you know, I let Web do what he wanted. Or he has freedom and autonomy.
I just like to get soggy. If only I myself was in a Unimog, then I would be a soggy moggy.
Well, I was gently hinting that maybe you should get a Unimog to recover that truck from the top of the mountain, but you didn't go for it.
I'm having issues.
Oh. Did you get stuck?
No, I had the thing that sometimes happens where I get very overwhelmed by the controls, and like just reversing like involved far too much input for my brain to handle.
Okay, easier way of reversing if you need to quickly, you can just go straight into the automatic setting and hold the left bumper back.
Yeah. But I'm fine. I made it out. Gurren Lagann came out 15 years ago. Oh my god. That's upsetting. Like, I wasn't even someone who watched it like when it was new or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I do really like Gurren Lagann. It is one of the animes that I can sit and go, yeah, yes, I've actually watched all of that one.
Yeah, Mod Hill, same. Nah, I sort of did the social butterfly thing before and ended up hating my life. So I'm here now. Seriously, you could just seal me away in a cottage with good internet and I would stream and be fine.
Can I come visit your stream cottage?
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
That as if, you know, I'm ever rich enough to buy a fucking house.
Oh, look, it's fine. We're under
the job market,
yeah,
and the housing market, and the market.
It's quite funny. Like, you know, I was speaking to my dad a little while ago, and I was like, you should probably start thinking about like trying to start like, you know, as like, you know, you do things doing better, like starting a retirement fund. And I'm like, oh, it's fine, Dad. Like, everyone my age is basically accepted we're never retiring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so where were you going to deliver to?
Well, what places are you wanting to hit?
I'm thinking the simple, like this from where I am.
Is there stuff out on the, well, if I'm spinning the map around to the correct orientation, in the north, which is the factory up there?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll go to the 2 factories because I've not been up to that factory before, so that would
that's
be...
what I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
Okay, do that. I'll hit the other places.
Okay, I should probably have plopped down a thingy for that.
Map markers.
So I can figure my way around. Ooh.
Oh, that's where you are. I was trying to work out where you fucking were in this little oil rig site.
Okay.
And I bullshit my way through here if I just... Maybe. There's not an invisible wall there, so, you know. Hello.
Hello. Oh no! Honk.
So you're going to head out roughly the way you came in, and then... Or are you going to take the actual dirt road out?
I'll probably take the dirt road out.
Yeah.
Because the way I came in involved submerging myself slightly, so, you know.
You can take out that turn off there, and that'll get you back to the direction where we found the Hummer, which would get you onto the main road, which you can take to get up to the factory up top.
I was going to go to the one over to the left first.
Okay. Works too.
I have a plan.
Excellent. Hey, Chaya, how you doing?
Tiny bonk.
There's a few around here.
Yeah.
Oh, did I actually teach you about the 2 extra gear levels you've got in low gear now?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah. For
Okay.
getting up, like, horrifying things like this bit.
Is the low end of that also, if you're getting stuck in mud, can be really helpful to get traction.
Little Bum just got back from seeing Morbius. Oh, I've only heard one person say anything about it, and it was that it was fucking terrible.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
I mean, I would find it difficult to watch anyway, because as much as, you know, I like...
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
Jared Leto's in, never mind.
yeah, as much as I like to try and separate, you know, art from artist, and take pieces of media on their own things.
He's a creepy little shitebag, isn't he?
He's a creep. He's a creep who made a cult. So, like, you know, I find it difficult to disattach.
Kind of. That whole thing's weird.
Yeah. And also, you could probably count on one hand the amount of people who were like, yeah, I'd like to see a a movie about the character Morbius.
Michael Morbius.
Yeah.
Unless he's like teaming up with Blade or something like that, I don't care.
Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun.
They did it in the comics, I think. They started to work together.
Did they do it in the
Morbius is like
Spider-Man
not a-
cartoon?
They did, I think. Kind of the thing I think was that like Morbius wasn't actually a bad guy. He was just
No.
He's kind of like Curtis Connors with the wizard thing, or fucking Bruce Banner, you know.
Yeah.
Is Snipe okay?
Snipe, are you okay? Did you just drop a heavy book on your foot? Did you just drop a heavy book on your foot? You're allowed to say ow. Or swear. You're right. Do you want to say fuck or bugger? Oh, darling. Oh.
These sketchbooks are way fucking heavier than they look.
Oh, darling.
Oh, fucking.
Dropped a book on its end across her, like, foot knuckles. Fuckles.
The fuckles, yeah, it's the fuckles.
By the way, I have got a copyright on the term fuckles, so if you do use it,
do that. I'm just going to be honest.
if you do use it, you owe me £1.50 or a Terry's chocolate orange.
One of those is cheaper than the other.
But you know, one can be one can be more convenient at any given time. So you know,
basically, just give Wib and Snipe money because they deserve it.
People have been generous enough. It's fine.
No, there's more people in here now. Fuck it. I'll shell like a motherfucker.
I think Knuckles the Echidna beat you to it. But he's a fictional character, so. I've seen Nipples the Echidna, which is a comic where his knuckles have nipples.
It's not Nipples the Enchilada.
Yes, I think so. It's like, it's like, it's certainly cold in here, isn't it? It's like he's got his arm around Sonic and his knuckles have like erect nipples. Because the internet is a terrifying place. That will create fresh horrors for you at all times.
Hey, that's always better than that one Knuckles meme that was kind of racist.
Yeah, I'm glad that one kind of disappeared.
I'm really glad it disappeared fast.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with that one. So glad someone else remembers those comics. You know, one of my favourite comics I have ended up like sharing like multiple times is a comic that someone did ages ago of the fight between Scarlet and Tifa on the big Mako
Is
cannon.
it the one where she just like does a fucking dolphin kick to death?
Yeah, it's like, because it's like how weird it is that Tifa has a slap fight with her, and it like is like a thing, because that version of the comic is Scarlet slaps her, and then Tifa just like fucking limit breaks and just hurls her like hundreds of feet.
That better fucking happen in the remake.
Yeah.
Like, Tifa just, like, takes a slap and goes, alright then, and then just batters her.
It's like, look, we're talking about a character that is shown to be able to suplex, like, building-sized enemies.
Yeah. Is that the comic by the Dansum?
By who?
Maybe it's not then. There is, I know another guy did a comic somewhere. It was like Dansum or something like that, his name is.
I'm not sure the name of the person that did it. Even though I've shared it multiple times, that part of my brain will never latch into the name of the person.
Sure.
But yeah. That was a good... I like this where we are in a visual medium, and yet I insisted on describing a comic as if I was on a podcast, rather than just finding it and showing it on screen. And now I've highlighted it, neither am I going to.
I don't think anyone will really remember plot holes in the X-Men animated series, because it was a comic for children, a cartoon for children.
Yes.
Plot holes just happen all the time in cartoons.
I liked it a lot. I like the X-Men thing, and of course, as we all know, it has one of the best intro themes of any thing ever.
Yeah, Tifa can punch godlike beings into non-existence. She should be like One Punch Man to Scarlet by that point.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where you sit there and you go.
Okay, no, I'm picturing it as like a fucking Jotaro style punch fiesta on a dude.
Yes.
Just ora 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 ora.
It's one of those moments where you go, this is where we remember that this is a game made by a bunch of dudes in the mid-90s in Japan.
Especially cartoons meant to add for toy lines. Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Web know this. All too well.
Hey, shall we talk about how there's like 3 different completely mutually exclusive origin stories for the Constructicons in the G1 cartoon? That literally cannot coexist. Because one of them involves Megatron building them on Earth, and another one involves them building Megatron on Cybertron.
Yeah, that's a... There's like some sort of time paradox there.
Yeah, like, people have worked themselves into like knots trying to make it all make sense. Like,
and
oh no,
like
they
it doesn't matter.
It's like, it doesn't matter. The writers didn't think about it that much. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah,
that's not a plot hole. That's just television writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't consider that a plot hole. It's just, you know, you can do that with literally any work of fiction. It's
Yeah.
personally anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah.
It's like anytime something goes wrong in Star Trek, someone complains that they should do the slingshot to time travel back and stop whatever happening. It's like, no.
You have a
Oh, Wolf
billionaire's
359 was
yum
a fucking... Oh,
Good work. Good work. Let me know how
thanks.
you like it.
thanks, Brainbeak. Oh, no.
Chow down on
That's-
that yum nut.
That's like, yeah, Wolf 359 happens. Picard sees the wreckage and goes, okay, slingshot maneuver around a solar body, and then we're going to stop this from happening. It's like, that's not a good story.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, you can't treat canon like it's the real world. Plot points happen because they are what is needed for the story at that time, and they'll be discarded if, like, fit using it later on. Like hell, in Star Trek Into Darkness, the worst movie, they cured death.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, that kind of had implications for the threat of anything they ever make after it. So, you know, you have to just, you know, accept
Did you
that.
cover this in Men with Funny Heads?
No, because we try not to talk about Into Darkness.
No, just someone mentioned...
Yes, with a tribble. With a tribble.
Did we?
No, we hadn't. I don't think we covered it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we did, like, go off on a rant about it at some point. There is, like, 15 episodes of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 14? I think the last one we did was 14.
Oh, I don't know. I'll look back at it and try not to have a panic attack if I haven't done one.
It's okay. I have a plan, and we'll do one at the next available opportunity. Don't you worry.
How are you getting on?
I'm okay, just chugging along.
Good. Again, you can just high and low gear to go faster.
Yeah, well, I'm on rough ground, so.
Yeah, but see how low gear has the two other options. Just push it right the way up. You'll still keep traction. You're still in low gear.
Oh yeah, I'm just at a comfortable pace where I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Just because the only reason I mention this is because I have brain gremlins when I'm going at a slow speed in this game when I'm streaming it. I'm like, oh god, I'm going to be bored in the shit out of people. Oh fuck, oh fuck,
Okay.
oh fuck, oh fuck. So yeah.
I've put it up to a higher one to soothe your gremlins.
Thank you.
City at the Edge of Forever is indeed a very good episode.
It is.
City on the Edge of Forever is one of the... I'm not even the biggest, like, TOS guy.
No.
Like, I like it.
TOS is
but-
good, but it has its problems.
Yeah, it's not my era. My era is the 90s stuff, because that's what I grew up with.
See, that's the funny thing, because I am born in 91, but I grew up watching reruns of TOS with my mum and my aunt.
Oh, I get that. I like...
So it's a really weird position.
The cartoons I remember most from being a kid was reruns of Hanna-Barbera cartoons on Cartoon Network. So, like, you know, I'm like, well, yes, of course I've watched a lot of Jabberjaw. Why wouldn't I have?
I suppose, yeah, we're sort of the same way about, like, fucking Jerry Anderson stuff as well, because there's reruns of that, and
Yeah.
I saw Fireball XL5 from a fucking VHS tape of, like, childhood classics my parents got. It had Muffin the Mule on it as well. It was weird.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, that's getting real old school.
Yeah. Yeah, the priorities are to the story, not to continuity. Yeah.
This is the thing that people. I've made this argument so many times. Everyone here has undoubtedly heard me make it at least once, but you know, canon lore is always going to be subservient to the narrative, and when people sit there and go, "Oh, this thing broke the law," and I want to point out, I used to be that person, and so
we had some not angry but heated talks about fucking Discovery because of just the fact that the technology looks different, and we both went, "This is dumb."
Yeah, and just will be forever be grateful to Star Trek Discovery, regardless of the quality of that first season, because it broke the part of my brain that was insufferable about canon. It just broke it, and I'm like, I enjoy things more now because
part of me is gone now.
That part of me is gone, and I am so fucking happy it's dead.
Fair. That becomes a problem that when that is always the excuse and they don't bother with continuity ever, and it's insulting to dismiss people that want some basic consistency as nitpicking nerds. No one said you were a nitpicking nerd.
Yeah. The trick is that a story in and of itself requires internal consistency. And that's the part that matters. That's when people talk about continuity as anything that matters, like internal continuity to the story in question is what really matters.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, oh, they changed this bit of lore, like, it's going to happen. And it's one of those things where I'm sort of the opinion that, like,
continuity also doesn't matter all that much. Have you ever watched classic James Bond movies?
Oh yeah. It went.
No, they didn't give a fuck.
I like or like old Godzilla movies. Oof, oof.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking in that rewatch podcast I've been listening to, and fucking they try and, like, once Roger Moore becomes Bond, they try and just ignore the George Lazenby film entirely. Then one movie later, Roger Moore's Bond is visiting the grave of his wife that was killed in the George Lazenby movie. You know?
Yeah. What I would say there.
Here's the thing with the Halo show. They said they were doing their own setting based on Halo.
Yeah.
It was a separate continuity from the games.
If what it does is not for you, that's totally fine. Like if it's just a poor quality.
I'll just recover back to the garage.
Yeah. But if the thing that annoys you about it is that it's not, if it doesn't adhere to the continuity of the original thing, I'd say maybe trying, like, take some time away from it and then maybe try it again later and try and approach it as a new thing, like you're watching a new piece of fiction. Because you will find, or at least I personally have found, that I have found a lot to like in things I previously disliked by not trying to hold things to a standard that's arbitrary. And holding it to previous canon is an arbitrary thing. Like, the characters aren't the same characters, they're a new continuity, it's a new thing.
Yeah.
It's not overwriting the characters or settings or things you love, it's a new take on them. And I think, personally, it's made me enjoy.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with Bond a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Just because that's there.
And as I say, I have not watched it. I don't have a particular, like, fondness for Halo. So,
I want to just get something out there because it always comes up. No company is trying to infuriate the audience.
No.
That's a ridiculous take that I see a lot. They'll make a misstep, sure, but they are not actively malicious.
Yeah, as a general,
Wib,
rule...
jump in the garage because I want to talk to you about a mission here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to need you to buy a truck for it.
Okay. Yeah, as a general rule, everyone making a piece of media is trying to make a good piece of media. Like,
they're trying to write a story.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, it doesn't mean they're trying to insult or infuriate the audience.
Okay, what do I need? Actually, I think, am I full?
You can put something in your storage.
That is a good point. I forget that's a thing.
You can say it feels like they are. That's fine. The problem is people are saying that they actively are being malicious to their audience, which is not true.
Yeah.
And is fanning a lot of fires lately. Okay. In the map, if you go to your contracts page,
Yes.
You'll see Blackbird.
Blackbird.
There is a mission called Floating Drill.
Okay. Off-road truck is recommended. Saddle high is required. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I will give you a hand picking a truck for it. That's not an issue.
Okay.
You'll want to start tracking that bad boy.
I have tracked.
Also, actually, out of interest, can I just like do? Can you see the waypoints I'm putting down?
Well, I'm in the truck still, so no.
Oh, if you just check the map quickly.
Okay. No, I can't see yours.
That's a shame. I'll just clear that route then. No, Titan, on that I agree. They could have actually just done a Halo show about Sorin 066 instead. Because he's in it, in the show. But that's a whole other thing. Anyway.
Yeah. Just to wrap that up, because I don't want any of my points to be unclear. Because obviously I'm talking whilst I'm playing a game and doing stuff.
You're gonna...
Is that, you know, whenever these things are made, they are trying to make something good, and they can fail at that. And you can dislike a show, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. No one's saying you have to like anything. No one's... Because there's lots of things I should like, but I just don't.
Yeah.
But, you know... all I'm saying is, you know, give things more... I think people should give things a bit more of a chance than they do. And also, when things turn out bad, it's generally not out of any kind of, like, active maliciousness, except for old Doctor Who, where it was actively trying to be killed by the BBC. That's the one exception.
The BBC were actually trying to kill that show. Okay, there's...
that is the one exception
to the rule. Fuck, I forgot about that one.
But also,
Excal, you're totally right. They didn't have to follow the chief.
Yeah.
But everyone knows who the fucking chief is.
Yeah. It's a bit like when people talk about, like, you know, there's lots of ways you can make a show.
They didn't need to reboot Star Trek and have Kirk, but...
That's what sells. And also you have to realize we do exist in the evil machinations of capitalism, and so the most bankable thing will be what is selected every single time, unless they have proven that they can tell a story.
I'm betting a bunch of writers for Star Trek movies and for the Halo series probably gave a bunch of pitches that had nothing to do with the Chief or Kirk or Picard. You know.
Like, think about it, how they had to do a bunch of bankable Marvel movies before they were allowed to do things like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then when they proved that they could make profitable movies, they were allowed to make the best movies in the MCU. This is just how these things work, you know.
Oh, also, I know the Chief removes his helmet in the Halo show, that bothers me too. I'm not gonna lie. But welcome to the 90s when the first thing you see of Judge Dredd is Sylvester Stallone taking his fucking helmet off.
Yes.
Also, yeah, the Halo writer can specifically say he didn't consume any of the series so he can do their own thing. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea.
Same thing happened with Beast Machines.
Okay, just so we can get through this while we're talking about this. What you're going to do is pick up the modded Derry. It's like the second one on the list.
Oh, that thing. The Derry's 4520 SE.
That's the one.
Okay.
You're going to want to put some big old mud tires in that bad boy.
Okie dokie. The first MCU movie was a shot in the dark with Iron Man. Well, it's not the first MCU movie because it's the Hulk movie. But no one remembers it
counts.
Because it doesn't count because it's bad. And to be fair, Iron Man's always been. He's never been a Spider-Man, but he is still part of their tier, and was even back then. He's one of the few that had like an animated series and stuff.
Fuck, he did. Forgot about that. Yeah. It was on the same slot as like the fucking Fantastic Four one. Okay.
Should I put the biggest everything in it?
You probably should, yeah.
Okay. I like all the special edition stuff. That's
Yes.
what would be the good suspension for what we're going to do?
What's your options?
Special edition. Special edition soft toe, active firm
toe.
soft toe.
You'll need the toe.
Active toe or special edition toe? What's even the difference there?
He was
One's force.
he's not though. Like Hulk, the Fantastic Four and Iron Man all had cartoons when the people that were absorbing those movies were adults. Like, no, they are a known quantity. They're not. You know who's a kind of a nothing character? Captain America. Outside of the US, he's not that popular.
Speaking as someone who hasn't read, he isn't hugely widely read in terms of comics. I've read Iron Man comics.
Yeah.
And I watched the TV series when it was on. He was no Spider-Man. He was no Captain America. He was no X-Men, but he's always been one that I was aware of. So he's always felt like a big one. And all the really safe bets, they'd already sold the rights to Fox, so they couldn't do them. So,
yeah.
Of the ones that were left, I do feel like he was one of the higher tier ones, so I'm not surprised they went for him. But that's just from my personal, thing. And plus, it allowed them to do a bit of a war on terror thing, which at the time was bankable.
With Iron Man, they could also just get Robert Downey Jr. in, which is an actor you want to see acting. Like they put a bankable name on it as well. Anyway, you're gonna want your special edition toe stuff. You're gonna want big mud tires.
I keep doing the fucking thing wrong. Mud, gallons of the stuff. Big.
RDJ wasn't bankable at the time. It kind of was. It was a risk. Yes, I think you're missing my point. You put the actor whose career was in a fucking downward spiral in it. People are going to want to see it because it might be a train wreck.
I can't remember. Had he started his kind of had he been because what was the last role?
I think Iron Man was his redemption arc.
Yeah.
In terms of how he was. Controversy sells and all that.
What's the difference between these two apart from the look?
Once you get to the point where everything's excellent, it's just a case of the look.
Okay.
Also, actually, they might have studied.
Yeah, literally every single statistical thing mentioned on it is identical.
Yeah, you might actually want to go to snow chains. There might be studded mud tires there that are the best thing ever.
I like monster mud tires. Sound pretty fun.
They are, but studded mud tires are also good in ice. So they're the best at everything.
I can't see any.
Ice mud tires.
Ice
mud doubles. Ice monster mud tires. They're all in the chain section.
Oh, okay, they're in the chain section. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, there we go. Ice monster mud. Oh, those are fucking enormous.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I like that. Off-road excellent, on-road excellent, off-road excellent, mud excellent, ice excellent.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Okay, winch.
Okay,
twin motor heavy.
Is there a special edition there that might have a description that says it's autonomous?
Offline strong winch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Spare wheel. Just pop that on the side. Back seat supplies. Is that
Your thing?
okay?
Backseat supplies literally means it's in the back seat of the cab.
Cool. Diff-lock, got that. Snorkel.
You're gonna want one probably. It's just out of habit. Just put a snorkel on it. It's fine. You've got the money.
Twin front facing. Oh, there's a little ones poking out the back. Oh, that's cool. They're quite fun. They look like little antenna. I'm a simple creature. What type
Understood.
of frame add-on do I need?
You're going to want a high saddle.
High saddle, okay. Saddle high. Oh, okay, because it's permanent, okay. Okay, I think that's everything like that, so let's just do some bullshit aesthetically.
Yeah, do your customization stuff.
Okay. I like having lots of honk.
All of the honk.
And quadruple honk and double light, I think, is a good call.
Good.
There's something very fun about the exhaust pipe that is simply a large piece of tubing.
Yeah, you can also just do a second exhaust, which adds another flappy exhaust.
That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Rooftop. Yeah, sure. Frumper?
Really just say frumper.
Yeah, it's front bumper. It's a frumper.
Fuck you.
I think that one. UI Rim Monster Mud Tires name. That does sound like a good one. Oh. Fun saber-toothed tiger. What's the special ones we got?
You scroll down to the bottom of the paint jobs, you'll find all the ones that are like actually a pattern.
Yeah. I'm kind of digging the yellow. Let's go with yellow.
Interesting. Okay.
And no decorations.
Odd.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh, the man behind the 2016 Great Syrup Heist of 3,000 tons of maple syrup has been fined $9 million Canadian.
Holy fuck.
Okay, Wib. You're going to go and do that mission.
Okay, right.
I'm going to go and have a cigarette.
Okay, right.
Have fun.
Okay, so, okay. My
good?
friend. I need to find where I need to pick the thing up from.
Okay. BRB.
Okay. Deliver an oil rig salvage semi-trailer, which is...
It's in the south, right behind the garage.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
That's not the way you get there. You're going to have to follow the road a wee bit further down to get there.
Oh, yeah, I can see you gotta go all the way around there and...
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
There is like a back route, but you're not getting a truck up there.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I've got a great big convoy. I am somewhat enamored by the flappy exhaust pipe. I will not lie. I am a simple creature. The flappy make me smile. As I do noon. You have a big convoy. Maybe I should have done in blue. I'm still mildly amused at the existence of the repaint for Ultra Magnus that called him Ultra Mammoth. That's just still just amusing me. Nearly rammed into a thing because I was looking at chat. Hey, Skullrender. Okay, I'm liking how this vehicle just doesn't give a fuck, like, on any metric. I say and instantly get it stuck. Oh, Deathlock is always on. Oof, yeah, this is nasty mud. But I'm going. Those flappy pipes give me an urge to glue ping pong balls to them to Turn them into mechanical Muppet heads. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Ooh, this is... thick mud. Thick mud. Also, just look at all the mud physics doing its thing. Eat the mud. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There wasn't. I couldn't do the aesthetic thing and put the stickers on because of this thing. But yeah, I should have put the eat the mud sticker. And out we go. Oh, thank you for the resub there as well, SnowRunner. Thank you very much. We're just 6 off the target, you know, for the end of the month. Just saying. It has no bearing on anything, but it would make a number go up, and you like to see numbers go up, don't you? I'm bad at shilling for myself. Oh yeah, I should check the cab interior. The horn is good. Now I've got to remember how you fucking even... How the fuck do you even go into the interior? Completely forgotten how you do that. Oh, there we go. Big and yellow. Let's be on the interior for a little bit. Oh, bless you, Grox. Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you for gifting those subs, you generous bugger. I was like... like joking about stuff, but thank you. Thank you. You are a lovely bean. I am still going the right way. Yes, I'm still going the right way. Not only has that happened, but Snipe has just presented me with some red licorice. Which is pretty good. Oh, you can get the Northern Lights where you are. Oh, that sounds great. Oh. Thank you, Grok. Thank you, Grok, for adding the last one as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, to getting us to 50 subs for the month. Thank you. I won't do the cheeky thing we did last month and up it to 69 for the memes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Helping keep the lights on at Snipe and Wib Industries. God, how do people drive things without a third, like, person perspective? You can leave interior view now. No, no, this is where I live now. But I am totally going to leave it.
Hey, fun fact.
Hey!
See, because you were in interior view, you missed the worst part of that road.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
That's fine, you'll see it on the way back.
Okay.
It's high noon.
Can we ride the mud train? Oh, yes. A hype train is close.
Oh, is it? Fuck. Do the hype thing, you bastard. Insulting people seems to help.
Look, you are Scottish, you have a different vibe. When an English person insults someone, they assume that, I don't know, we've colonised the country or something.
Yeah, I was going to say you're a filthy colonist, yeah.
Are you okay there, Snipe? Can I tell people what just happened?
No. Okay.
So Snipe is eating red licorice.
Mm.
She has her headphones on.
Uh-huh.
She accidentally tried to bite into her headphone cable.
Oh, Snipe!
I wasn't paying attention. I was doing.
Oh, you fucking... Oh, you are just the best.
I love you, honey.
I'm very grateful.
You're a disaster, but you're my disaster.
Thanks.
And we all love you.
I'm glad that you're suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
It's high noon.
Level 2 hype train, oh yeah.
Holy fuck, it's 92% through level 2 as well.
Holy hell. No, thank you. Thank you for, who was that last sub? I missed that.
Thank you for Doom Sheridan gifting one.
Thank you, Doom Sheridan, for gifting a sub to Alex. Or Alex Snatter.
It's fine, we all butcher
Fine.
names or streams.
Oh, you think that's bad? Did fucking
Bell Render is also gifting a sub. We're 100% through level 2.
Oh, thank you, and thank you to Yashibo for the bits as well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
You do his Longfang commands. Goddamn right. See, you just swear at people. Well, I just swear at people. We're already fucking 10% through level 3. Get your arses in gear, you wanks.
That wasn't quite what I meant to do. Okay. Back a bit. This thing's like got so much kind of like power behind it. It kind of moves a lot quicker than I think it's going to.
You need to feather the trigger a wee bit and not push it right the way down.
Trailer is too far away.
And say no to that accent and those vulgarities. See? Fucking sorted.
It's actually got like a bit of a delay on it, so like.
Oh, that might be because you're in like the automatic gears.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, no.
So it's like it's actually revving up steadily rather than just like going.
No. I didn't even think about that. I am attached.
Oh god. Okay, I'll handle that.
Oh heck. Flip.
Hobbytan is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to
Hobby,
Wave God, JCD Blade, a slightly odd sugar bear, Ashflaps McNulty, and Melange Ribbon.
Good.
Good job, pricks.
Thank you.
94% through this one. You got 6% left to make up.
Holy heck, and we're up to 57 subs. Jesus Christ! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I shall attempt to try and play the video game with some degree of competence. I won't. It's not gonna happen. But I'll try.
Right.
Okay.
You're hooked up.
Yep. So I'll come out the same way, and
you're gonna have to go the same way you came in, get back onto the tarmac.
Yeah.
And then take a left.
Yep. And then I'll see this thing that is apparently terrible. That I apparently entirely missed.
There's a bit at a certain angle. You know.
Okay. Oof. This is a big trailer.
Yep.
I like it though. Was it like I think if I was remembering the thing, it's like an oil rig salvage semi-trailer.
I don't know what the rig salvage part really means. I guess it's like just equipment to pull one apart.
Maybe. We had to do sunglasses. The next level. Thank you, Doom Sheridan.
We are now at what level?
Heck.
4, which is the highest I've seen one go.
Yeah. Level 3 complete.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. You cheeky little chipmunks.
Okay, I insult you, just be creepy. It goes to level 5. Oh, I see.
And we're trying to be proficient. Just being happy is the most important goal. Oh, bless you. Thank you for the bits. And also
Yashibo and Sheridan have a way with words that is often infuriating because they're usually right, but you want to call them a fucking arse piece anyway.
Yeah. Oh, is it this bit?
Wait, you're on delay. Is it
where it's like a weird angle?
Oh yeah, enjoy.
Okay. And that. Well, look, I don't have to go that way. There's 2 ways to go.
The other way's worse.
Yeah, that checks out.
You get bogged down.
Okay. Right.
You might want to take it slow though.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a chance to course correct if things go bad. Yeah, you see that angle now?
Yeah, yeah. Especially when you're pulling a big trailer. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Oh yeah.
Okay. 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 Take it slow and steady. Slow and steady.
Mm-hmm.
How big are the? I was just like, I didn't check how many fucking wheels this thing has on the back of it. It's got like
Probably a
10
lot.
wheels.
Yeah, it's a big boy. It is.
Well, that's not even counting where the wheels are doubled up. Jesus.
Mm.
Okay. Many is the answer. Many wheels.
Yes. Many wheel.
Many wheel. And one of them
Many
was
wheel,
just
big go fast.
one was sedately spinning at the back because it wasn't on the ground.
Not terrifying at all.
No, no, it's fine. Okay, okay. Is that all coming through? Everything's fine.
It's not. It's not. Well, no, the truck is vanilla, but it's a modded version of it. It's a modded version of the Daddy Longhorn.
Many wheels make for lighter loads. This is very true.
Stepped on a fucking cliff.
Well, yeah. I have a feeling this is going to end like the Italian job, you know.
I mean, it has to me once. On stream, in fact.
Ah.
The thing rolled down the cliff, and I was like, okay, fuck it, we're done. I'm stopping the stream for the day. This is too much. Fuck this.
Did you play
Anger.
Self-Preservation Society?
No, I partially thought about singing it, but I decided not to.
Did you ever see the remake of Italian Job?
Yes.
It's not very good, is it?
No.
No.
Ah, missing 2 engines for this thing. Oh, interesting.
Missing 2 engines?
Yeah, I'm looking through
yeah.
a truck that I'm building up.
Okay. Okay.
How you doing there, champ?
Everything's going fine.
Good, good.
Just making my way through the muddy thing with the ludicrously sized trailer.
Great, isn't it?
Truly obscene.
I think honestly, from where you are, you're going to be fine now.
Yeah,
But there is a friend up there in case you need help.
yeah. Oh. Did you dump this friend?
Oh, I'm going to get back in that friend in a second.
Oh, bless you, thank you.
In case you need
But-
a tow through there. Because
but no.
the mud's bad.
This vehicle is ridiculous. So,
Yep.
Oh, so now I've got to go through the big mud pile that was already a little bit of an issue
Yep.
on my own. Okay. Let's go around the edge, shall we? Oh yeah,
Not a
why,
bad idea.
why didn't I have my fucking lights on? Oh, because it was light when I started, that's why.
Pipe train complete.
Ah, thank
Level
you.
3 completed. There
Thank
you go.
very much, everybody.
Everyone tries to forget the Italian Job got remade.
It is very understandable. Choo choo. Honk.
Big honks.
Like, I'm going slow, but progress is being made.
You may be able to get a little bit faster.
What's if I'm going to... Yeah, actually,
If your
it's
moves just start spinning like crazy and not really going much faster, then but you know.
yeah, that is, I am going a bit faster in just regular low gear.
Also, you can do what I do in these situations and use your winch to pull yourself along Spider-Man style.
Yeah, I think I'll be fine.
You should be. That thing's a beast.
It is obscene. Like, when I was just driving it through here, I was like, yeah, no, I can feel like the difference in power level between this and like the other stuff I've been driving. Like,
Yeah.
this feels like, I don't know, fucking the equivalent of the upsettingly large cargo plane that was built for the Buran, the Antonov something.
Oh god, that thing!
She got fucking destroyed.
Module, that link is too big.
Oh no, too big. It too big.
A
Yeah.
225 Maria, something like that.
Yeah, biggest cargo plane that existed. Yeah, a bit of history.
I thought
there is another chassis,
is
but
the
it's
second one I'm thinking of that's just fucking sitting rotten now.
It's still there, but they've just
Because
never
there's like a
had...
fucking Soviet space shuttle in a hangar somewhere in Russia that's just sitting there.
Oh
rotten.
yeah, there's a couple of Burans that were around. I think one of both of them are pretty fucked up. But there's a second Antonov frame that was never finished, and they've never had a reason to finish building it because
It was ludicrously big and expensive, probably, and they're like, no, we're cutting our fucking losses.
Well, it was made for the Buran specifically, and then it was retrofitted to be used as a regular cargo plane. But even then, very few things ever needed it. So it was like
it's kind of a bit overboard.
Yeah, so it was a super specific thing made for a very specific task, and was used very sparingly, and yeah. And I guess it depends if they consider that it's worthwhile actually finishing off the one that is mostly built, or if it's not worth it. And that sucks.
They might intend to finish it, but like there's also the cost involved in doing that. It might not be feasible just do.
They do plan on finishing the spare chassis. Okay, that's cool. I don't know why. There's just something. It's like when I understand why, of course, but like when the space shuttle or the Concorde stopped being a thing being used, and it just kind of feels like
they actually logged a bunch of the bits of the Concorde up to oh god, I can't remember what your flight museum in Scotland. One of them. There's a bunch of it there. They rebuilt it up there so you could get like inside and have a look at the passenger areas and everything.
But yeah, I don't know. It's always a little bit sad when those like visions of the future in one form or another become history. If I was smarter, I'd probably find some way to start talking about hauntology. But fortunately, I talk about Warhammer for a living, so people know what to expect from me.
See, Yashi's now wondering about what the fuck you just meant by that.
Hauntology's like where it's like seeing a version of the future in the past. You are basically being haunted by the ghost of a future that didn't happen. There's more to it than that, but that's my really basic understanding of it.
It's there.
What got you into Warhammer? Oh
god.
A mate of mine at school brought in some figures, and I was like, "That's cool." And then I went to Games Workshop, bought some models, painting them up badly. Another mate got into it. We played a little bit. Everyone else stopped. I kept going for a bit, and then and then many years later, Snipe was looking at some cosplay of some Space Marines and going, "Oh, this is cool." And I was like, "Well, I literally have like a couple of armies upstairs. Do you want to play a game of it?" And then that was like, I want to say like 14 years ago.
There you go.
And everything goes from there. So yeah.
Okay, well, I have a question for you. Because, we talked about, you wanted to do some missions that weren't what you've done before.
Yeah.
There is a mission here to transport logs to the sawmill.
Oh, that sounds fun. Also, I've just found... Okay, I was going to be really rude and say your mum's dildo, but I was like, no, that's unnecessarily rude. Someone's mum's dildo.
Or just someone's dildo, really.
Yeah. Okay, shall I return to the...
Yeah.
Sounds like it's probably the best. And I did the thing again. I hit the wrong thing every time. Ah! Nah, it's just my dildo. Okay, I'm glad someone... You know where it is now, so you can pick it up when you're ready. Okay. So...
It's for GR Enterprise.
Okay, let me just remove these points, because I apparently just didn't pass dead over them, so they're just like, no.
Just hold down the left
Oh, does that...
trigger.
Oh, yeah, that gets rid of all of them, doesn't it? Yeah. Cool. Okay, GR Enterprises, Timber?
Yup.
Activate. It's not my mother's dildo, it's not big enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you for finding it for me.
So, my friend.
Okay, so we need to go medium logs from the sawmill up there and then deliver them to the sawmill down there. Okay, cool. So
Now,
I need specific types of...
I am gonna get the medium logs.
Okay.
You're gonna get the long ones.
Can I do this with a truck I already have?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What you're gonna want to do is customize the truck you have right now.
Okay.
The big truck.
Oh, the big
probably.
truck. Big truck.
Or I think the Z-Trucks might be able to do it as well. It's up to you.
I quite like Big Truck, I'm not going to lie. It's a monument to man's arrogance, and I approve of this.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I tend to pick as well. What you're going to want to do is go to the frame add-ons.
Yep.
And look for if it can take a log loader, I think it's called. If it can, you're not using it.
Yeah, no. So I'll use the mech.
Make sure it can take it first.
Well, yeah. I think it can. That had a lot more options. Log loader crane.
Okay, that's just the crane,
Okay.
which is helpful.
Log carrier front. Short logging front.
Log carrier front, that's it.
Log carrier front. Okay.
You get that. If you can fit the logging crane on, it's not a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah, that'll fit on as well. What? HD spec crane with more power?
Don't use that. Just the log loader crane is fine.
Okay. And then I assume I'm going to have I'll need to pick up a trailer to put the other stuff on.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Someone asked what my gateway into Warhammer was. It was my aunt. Because she worked in the library, she booked me in for... you're going to want to go to the trailer store there.
Ah,
Booked me into... Or let me know about and made a place for me. Like, get into Warhammer or model painting with Lord of the Rings strategy battle game that was going on in the library. It was the guys that run the Games Workshop that did it.
Log pole trailer?
Log poultry? What? Not that one, no.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the B7 Goliath one's for, honestly.
Off-road flatbed trailer?
No, it's it does say log carrier rear or something like
okay.
that. You'll know when you see it because it looks exactly
Log
like
trailer. There we go.
it looks exactly like what you got in the front end.
Yeah.
Just reversed.
Yeah. Is it
Not the log trailer, no. Keep going.
off-road log trailer?
No, you're looking for something that looks exactly like what you got in the front.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay.
What was the really short-lived edition of 40k? Sixth.
Sixth was like 2 years.
Yeah. Well, then again, if we say that, like, how long was 8th about for?
3.
Okay, no, it still is ahead then, okay.
Yeah.
So, Wib, what's going to happen here is you're going to pray that you don't have to use the crane.
Okay. So what I'm assuming is that we get logs and they go across those two things and they can fall out.
They can fall out if it twists or if you tip.
Okay. Let me see where I've got to go. Okay, so I need to go to the log station.
Oh no, Mod Hill Man was great. Kind of the big sister I never had when I was growing up, because I spent a lot of time, she lived with my gran, I spent a lot of time with her. Introduced me to Lord of the Rings and Star Trek and everything.
Always like that. It's like, you know, like how, you know, there's like little people you meet who introduce you to these things. Like, you know, how, like, you know, the reason I like sci-fi the way I do is basically my dad. He used to watch Star Trek all the time.
Yeah. And, fuck, it's going to be her birthday soon, shit. Oh, that's going to be a depressing day. She died when I was like, oh god, that was what, 2009? I can't remember anymore. No, I was in college at the time. I'm not sure anymore, time's blended.
We
gone.
We don't live in like a normal time frame anymore.
Yeah.
Why was 6th edition and 8th so short-lived? 6th was because it was bad.
And 8th is, I don't fucking know.
8th was
because they fumbled the release pretty much.
Now GW is, you know, they are not transparent about anything ever. So the exact reasons for these things are difficult to say, but to my knowledge,
and if someone says they know for sure, they're probably lying.
Yeah. 6th was a not well liked one. It was sort of just a bit more of a faffy version of 5th, and so they then released 7th, which, from what my understanding, because I didn't play much of it, was 7th was kind of like, oh, this is what we kind of meant to do. Sorry. And my impression from the quick turnaround of 9th is two things, which is one, the, as previously mentioned, machinations of capitalism.
Yes.
To always have something new, but also I think that 8th became wildly bloated very quickly. And 9th was a little bit of an attempt at a course correction.
How did that go?
It did not. It just continued the same type of bloat.
Yep.
The one with the Grey Knights murdering the Sisters of Battle is from the 5th edition.
I was going to say that sounds like 5th. Yeah.
I know that because I received a bunch of abuse around that time.
Oh, fuck yeah, that was the Matt Ward era where everyone started sending you death threats because they thought you were that Matt Ward.
Because the sort of people who send hateful messages to strangers on the internet are the sort that don't realise that multiple people can have the same name.
Yeah. Fun fact, I actually spoke to Matt Ward on Twitter, the actual Matt Ward. Lovely guy.
Yeah.
It's funny actually thinking about the way that Matt Ward was treated, and then you look at the way that, I don't know, certain people in Star Wars are treated. Yeah, there might be a reason why I kick back against people being dickheads so often.
9th Ed can be described as bloat 2, bloat harder. Yeah. There's a reason why I've not been enjoying
I'm just
playing.
keeping an eye on you on the map. You're going to want to take the right turn that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have it marked on your map, anyway.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh shit, have I missed the turning? It's like, no.
You're fine. You can also probably do with going faster than that thing quite easily. Because it's big, strong truck. Even Zetros is pretty damn tough.
It is. But all is fine. I quite like how everything kind of just jangles around on the back of the truck.
Yep.
Just makes it feel very, you know, functional.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this going to be a time?
Maybe. Alright, that's the place you need to be, so.
Okay.
Load on the long logs.
Long log.
Okay, they are in place. You can begin moving.
Okay, and we need to deliver it.
Up to the sawmill.
Okay, so
There's a main road all the way there.
Yeah, I was going to say that seems like the sensible thing. Okay. Do you want to lead the way, or shall I?
I'll lead the way, I think.
Okay.
But you won't. I just need to set off first because the truck was like, I don't want to move. No.
No. Yes, check out my long wood.
I'm just going to sit in low high and take it easy because, yeah. Oh, I should probably put the dead axle down. There we go.
Yeah, Mod Hail, I'm not a fan of the whole seasons thing that GW are doing. It feels very... trying to take the elements from, like, digital, like, platforms and introduce it to a physical thing.
Jam it into physical, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, instead of, like, doing seasons, how about you just play test your codexes for, like, an extra month? So they don't need to get, like, FAQs day one because she fucked up.
Yep.
I know that releasing rules to the public is like, you know, any encounter, you know, no plan survives an encounter with the enemy and all that.
Yeah.
And in this instance, the enemy is players. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that they have done, and they've like day one said, "Oh yeah, here's an errata," so they knew about it before.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that shit shouldn't be happening.
I remember that was the 8th or 7th Space Wolf Codex that came out, and they had to do printouts.
Yeah. 8th had a day one. They redid the sagas how they worked. For the English language one, if you didn't have the English language one, that didn't happen. So, you know.
That's interesting.
Small boon for those that did not get that.
For once, people abroad that like 40k got it better than us. This bit might be rough.
I know nothing about them, Titan, so I could not hesitate. I could not say anything. Issue is due to us a lead time of months on it, but that is the thing. I think but it's one of those things where like I feel there's been a lot of issues recently where it's been that they shouldn't be making changes after they've decided on a thing, you know? Like it's one of those things like where it's understandable how these things happen in a production process, but like it happens so often and it's indicative of such a wider thing of how they run things that it's like this is something you kind of need to get on top of, like. Started playing during third, and it's still my favourite edition. I don't blame you. Third is a very solid edition. It's sort of where, you know, what it's where the version of 40k that it was for most of its existence got its start.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's a lot of things in 40k that like that style of the rules is what my brain always defaults to. Yeah, Grox. 5th is the one that I like. I probably enjoy the most. I think that's just because it's the one I had the most experience with. But if I'm honest, I did really enjoy 8th. Like it had its problems going forward, but I think like the ethos going into it at the start was really positive. It was everything's got a bit over the top. Let's make this simpler.
Yeah, no, the like 40k got fucking bloated. And I think 8th was a good chance. And also I kind of like how easy to pick up the rules were in 8th, for the most part.
Like the thing that I loved about 8th especially was how they took the several pages of morale rules that were fiddly and awkward and everyone I ever played with always got wrong.
I never liked the morale rules in like 4th. Oh my god.
And reduced it to a paragraph, and I'm like, no, that's good.
Also just not the best person to ask about 40k stuff at the moment because I'm just very out of it.
Yeah.
Because I got sick of the discourse.
That is 100% understandable. The discourse is very frustrating. I've been more honestly just like enjoying like the old stuff like at the moment, you know. It helps that I haven't had much chance to play recently, so. Do you think the initial plans for Primaris Space Marines were to be true-scale Space Marines?
No.
It depends on what you mean by that.
Do you mean true scale in terms of their scale with other models? Probably not.
I suspect they were always intended to be their own
New Space Marines.
Their own thing, but I do wonder if at what point in development they were like, these will just be the new Marine models, or were they always going to be like a completely new thing?
Yeah.
I think that's where the distinction, which if that's what you mean, then yes, it's possible.
Were they originally just going to be, oh no, these are just the new models of like the original Space Marines, they're not Primaris, they were just more Space Marines?
Yeah, like how the new Eldar Guardians came out. And I wonder, and I do honestly feel that would have been the more sensible thing for them to do in the long run.
Yeah, Podlord, exactly. My problem is the other things I enjoy often have a lot of discourse too, and it's like, oh god, I can't escape to anything and just enjoy something without someone telling me that, you know, something in it was entirely made to discredit a fan or something.
Yeah, this is why I have one of the many reasons why I've been enjoying the whole Transformers thing, because the stakes
for the most part,
yeah, the stake, even when there is discourse, the stakes of it are so fucking low. Like it does not like, and it's like, you know, the reasons why I will like not watch a content creator is because I just don't like their style, as opposed to like, this person seems to be like a fascist apologist.
Yeah, there's a level of like having like, I don't feel the same urge to double check if a content creator, much like a black metal band, are secretly like fucking neo-Nazis or something.
Yeah, it's always fun when listening to once a band reaches a certain level of heaviness, you go, I need to check this.
Yep.
I do like how
checking the map, we're going left.
I do like how the trailer you've got on the back is most of the time just on its back two wheels.
Good. I'm glad that the latency of the game has just been buggy. Excellent.
No, it's not. It's because the back end of your truck is too high.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's just kind of it's like slightly raised.
It's not as raised on my screen as it is on yours.
Oh, okay.
Which must mean the hitch, like the hinge on the hitch, is just straight as if it's A-posing on your screen.
Ah, so it's just got misaligned. Okay. Okay.
I am taking the chance to refuel.
Wise. But yeah, like I liked the idea of Primaris at the start. It was like, because it doesn't invalidate anyone's army, it allows that. And it's like,
I still love the designs and everything.
Yeah, like I'm like that's a fun idea, but as time's gone on, it's like, well, we've really just ended up with Space Marine Codex as being making the
a bit of a mess,
being a mess because there's functionally two, arguably three, because I do kind of feel like Vanguard Primaris and regular Primaris kind of feel like two separate armies in some ways.
They could be run as completely separate armies, yeah.
Like those two and Firstborn Marines feel like, you know, completely different things, and now they've made it so that there's so much redundancy in the codex that like it's just ridiculous. Like, like something's got to go. But you've made it now so that you can't, like, because previously they could have just made intercessors be the new tacticals and just they're different size, but like, you know, making a new version of a model that's bigger is just, that's forever been happening.
Yeah.
So there's nothing weird about that.
40k has been at a scale creep for a long time
Yeah.
in terms of models.
Ask my RTBO1 Marines.
Yeah. Bless them.
But yeah, I feel like they had a novel idea to try and solve a problem of not making people feel like they're invalidating their old armies. But in doing so, made it where they have to invalidate everyone's armies at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, yeah. And I say this as someone who's like, it's even like, even though I do think a lot of the Primaris stuff has a habit of being a bit too plain.
Yeah.
Like, I still liked nearly every Primaris model. Like,
yeah. And even if they weren't my thing in terms of aesthetic, I'd go, no, those are still really cool. Because I like more Space Wolfy style stuff, so like making it very sort of Greek or Roman's not my thing.
Yeah,
I get it.
There's a lot of Primaris units that require a lot of work to make them.
That's why they sell Space Wolf.
Convincingly Space Wolfy.
Mm.
Like Blade Guard and stuff. Like I feel you'd have to do a lot to
you
them.
could do some good shit with that and give them frost blades. I know they're probably not allowed to get frost blades, but
no.
I think they would look good with frost blades. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is there a problem?
Got somewhat stuck.
Oh.
Maybe fine once it's set off properly, it's just the game being a bit of a wank.
Where are you? Oh, you're up there, okay.
Whoops, wrong button.
Yeah, the Horus Heresy stuff they've shown from the new stuff does look like it's got a bit. They've kind of scaled them up a bit, so they're sort of like the same kind of height as like the modern Chaos Marines by the look of it.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, the stream got choppy. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing weird's happening at this end. Weird.
It feels like it's dropped about 15 frames.
Oh. I'll give it a second and see if it's
It's getting a little unstable. It's buffering for me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
I'll give it 30 seconds if it's still doing it.
It's... Yep, buffering again.
Okay. Is this a restart stream time?
It may be double check Windows isn't trying to update.
Yeah.
Or it could be Twitch being a wank.
Stream is reactivated.
Live? Yes, it is. Okay, hello?
Hello.
He
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Is it still choppy or is it behaving a little better?
Looks better now.
Oh, okay.
It's the VPN.
Yeah. Forgot I'd left it on. Weird that it was fine, and then it just decided not to be. I
think you need to look into that, maybe change the location it's routing you to.
Yeah, yeah.
I usually try and find the fake one. It's like on mine it's like Wonderland UK or something. Oh boy.
So have you been able to rejoin?
I'm trying. Oh Lord, am I trying?
Oh my God! Did you try?
Yes, indeed. Yes, I know it's a co-op session with mods. Fuck off.
A band that we're friends with called Mr. Wolf do a cover, like a ska cover of What's Going On.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
It's a good crowd. It's a good crowd pleaser because everyone wants to sing along to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit there and you go, "Oh yeah, the He-Man thing." Do people that were younger than us remember that the He-Man?
The He-Man thing? Yeah, it's fine.
I keep meaning to watch the second half of Revelation, so I watched the first half and really enjoyed it, and then just never got around to the second half.
Possibly kidding me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not getting back in.
Okay, well, I'll deliver these things because I'm quite close.
Yeah.
And then we'll wrap up. Because I was going to say how long I've been going for, and I looked up and I was like, oh yeah, the time is at 2 minutes because.
Yeah, I've been going for 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Okay, that is a perfectly acceptable time.
Mm-hmm.
But also not too much.
I have a lesson to teach you.
Okay.
See, like going into automatic when you're on rough ground in first gear, it's sometimes not as fast as you think it'll be compared to every other gear you've got.
Really?
Yeah. Because often you will, the game or the automatic gearbox will shift up to second and then immediately have to shift back down to first, and you're just kind of all the time.
Yeah, fair.
If you go into low, boost up to the high ratio of low, you might get better speed. It may be like first gear speed, but it's constant and doesn't stop.
Yeah, no, that works out. That works. Thank you.
Which is why when you're in the high, like when you're in that mode, you can probably get into high gear and it'll just go. Even on rough ground, because that's what it's designed to do. But you're there also, so yeah, no, I can't reconnect.
Well, yeah, it's probably like because the thing when it was like me changing like certain factors of it has made it go, no, this isn't the same session, but it is the same session, so it's caused like a conflict that means it can't be connected to, or some shit. I don't know. Computers are just weird.
Yep. And we will get the rest of that next time.
Yeah, I have deposited my long log. Good.
You don't even have to use the crane.
No.
You should try to use it though.
I should try and use the crane before I go. Yes. Okay. Crane mode. Ooh.
You might want to activate the anchor before you go into crane mode.
I like the anchor. That's fun. Okay, so
you're not going to be able to pick anything up, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so
but
up and down and rotate. Grabby.
You might want to push forward in the stick so the crane fully extends. Wib.
I know. I'm messing with all the different controls. I just haven't got to that yet.
So yeah, imagine doing this when you are on a 45-degree slope and trying to pick up your the logs that have dropped off your trailer and put them back on there, and the camera's freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, I feel that's the simpler time to just restart.
Yeah. Do me a favour, hit R3, just see if there's a mode. I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, no, that's like a camera mode that's like attached to the actual.
Oh, I didn't know that existed. That might help.
Because then you'd be able to, you know.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it was inside the cab of the crane. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
I know there is one truck that does that. I'll show you it next time, if I remember.
Yeah. Eat mud. Eat mud.
There you go.
The prophecy has come true.
Okay, we should go before you go any more fucking trouble.
Okay, that's fair.
Fresh is streaming if you want to raid him.
Oh, Shandy, do you wish to recover?
Oh, Fresh is playing Yakuza 0. Yes, you should raid him. Oh god, he's doing that fucking storyline. Oh god.
Dare I ask?
No. He's almost finished it anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool.
I'm also going to send you the correct spelling of his name on Discord, so you can just
Oh,
copy and
good,
paste.
good, because I always get it fucking wrong. Okay.
Oh no, people that have played Yakuza 0, they know the exact quest I'm thinking about, and it has to do with the term Buddhacera.
You see, you're saying this all to me, and I'm interpreting it in the same way that it's like, oh yeah, that anime's quite good apart from that scene.
Oh no, this is legitimately a hilarious part of the game.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
it's also like, oh my fucking god, Kiryu, you're not the person that should be handling this. Oh my god.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so
Everyone fucking pile in.
thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you for streaming with me, Longfang, and thank you
no
to
bother.
everybody who donated and subbed and got us up to the level 3 hype train.
57 subs and your bill worries are fulfilled.
Yes, thank you so much, everybody. It is most generous. Now, if you
Also, in case you missed it at the start of the stream, sorry to butt in. I will not be streaming until next Tuesday, other than Saturday if Wib needs me. I'm going to take some time for myself because I'm not well. So yeah.
Yeah, you take some time for yourself, my friend.
And that means you if you need me on Saturday, you need me on Saturday. That's fine.
Okay.
Just for the record, 3 hour stream is nothing.
Okay. I'll ask you something after the stream then.
Oh God.
We're gonna move over to a different thing. We're gonna get you an OnlyFangs.
Oh yeah,
and we're gonna do that kind of stream. But anyway, no. Thank you everybody. Say hi to Fresh for us because I'm gonna go get something to eat. So goodbye everybody.
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Close Streamlabs.